the walls, look out the window. As Carl Pilkington said.
You know when
La-da-dee-dee.
you're ready. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we're streaming, so do that.
We're streaming.
It's Carl. Yeah, we are. All right, here we go. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch. I don't want no part of your tight-ass country club, you freak, bitch.
Juke, Jimmy, other fellas will tell you about every single game that we play this week. News, reviews, and an indie pick.
Yeah, it's
Story
gonna be
time and
fun on the
cheesecake
bun.
breakers. Here comes Juke with the soundbite savior.
The interesting thing about that is...
It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers.
What's that weird cat?
Yeah, boy.
Oh, it's on.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
No, it's not on.
Ooh, it's on, all right.
You all right,
Stu, that's
Stu?
you.
Oh my god.
Oh no, can he not hear us?
What
Oh
the
God,
hell is
the
going on?
800th show is off to a magnificent start. Good afternoon,
Hold on.
everybody, and welcome to
Hold
show
on, no, I was
800
gonna
of the
say
Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Wait.
Something,
What?
something weird.
Wow.
Something weird is going on, right? Because what am I hearing here? See, I've got it
I
set,
don't know.
right? Sorry, I'm sorry
Full
about this.
start. Full
I'm sorry
start.
about
That's a
this.
full start.
Sorry, people,
But-
we're gonna start over again.
But I couldn't hear. I've got major echo going on here. What the hell is that
We
from?
got major echo.
Have you got it going on
here.
in the
What is
present?
that?
Oh, I know,
Don't
man.
confuse him right now.
Okay,
please.
sorry.
Right. I feel like the teacher.
Right, I've sorted that out, right? Because I had the.
Did you have the stream
It's
going
because
on?
I've got YouTube running on the other
Oh my
screen,
god, that is
right,
such a
for the
basic
show.
thing to get wrong.
I'm sorry, but it was unmuted. It was unmuted. But that being said, I couldn't hear any of the intro through my headset, which was a bit weird.
I can.
Did you
So I could
hear?
hear the just play the intro again. Just see if I can
Just
hear
play
that
it mid
now.
like.
Well, I'll just play a
skip through it.
clapping sound effect. Can you hear
Yeah, I
that
can't hear
clapping
that.
sound effect?
No.
You can't
at
hear
all.
that.
But you hear my
No.
voice.
I can hear your voice. I can hear Chinny's voice.
That's so weird.
That's weird.
But it's because I've set up Zoom again, is it? Because of noise
Yeah,
suppression or some weird
So
shit
if you
going
go
on?
if you go into.
Well, it might be better if you don't hear all my noisy
No, you've
sound
gotta
effects.
hear
I
'em.
could
You
hear.
have to
I
hear
know
'em.
it was
You see-
very faint.
You know what, Stu? Thinking about it, this is the worst time for you to try a new laptop. But
Well, I'm sorry. I fucking set up a new bloody laptop.
right, here we go.
We're gonna get through it. It's gonna be fine. Listeners get to have a
fine, man.
special behind-the-scenes
Yeah,
peek.
they do.
We
Like,
need to
Yeah, they
find.
do.
You
fucking
need to
going
find
on?
settings on Zoom.
Show 800 and we still can't get this right.
What's this we business? I believe
Yeah,
we
I suppose.
have got it right. royal we.
Stu, you need to find the settings on Zoom. I don't know where they are.
Yeah, I'm in the audio settings now.
Yeah, so it should be like noise cancelling, or like play for musicians or something like that. There's some setting that says like play for musicians. It's like, I forgot how they word it, but it's like musician.
There's
things.
original sound for musicians recommend
Yes,
for studio
yes.
environments.
Yeah. Play that. Tick that. Make that happen.
But I've taken that, but nothing's happened.
Right. Have you saved it and gone out of the settings?
I'm just trying to. You can't.
So you still
there's-
can't hear clapping right now.
No, there's nowhere to
Okay.
click save.
Weird. You might have to
I'm
leave. You
on
might have to
it,
leave the
it's-
call and come back on.
Right, let's try that then.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
bloody weird, man. I'm like, I can't hear the intro. What the fuck?
That's
Okay.
so weird.
Which is no good. Right, hold on. I fucking
Okay,
hate
hold
Zoom. Right, hold on. Right, I will leave
All right.
and come back.
Yep. No
We'll
problem.
see you in a second. Dan, aren't you glad you're here for all this fun stuff?
Missed it.
The peek behind the curtain.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
This is Charles Play compared to what Dan's been through the last 10 days.
Yeah.
This is like a day off for him.
Right, I'm back in.
He's back.
Play clapping noises. Yeah,
I
nothing.
played it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You got Zoom background
Well, I
noise
won't be able
removal
to
on
hear
audio
any of the
profile,
speed
yes?
pipes or anything. Will
go back into the settings, Stu. Is there any like background noise thing on?
Like, tell us what's checked and what's not.
So there's automatically adjust microphone volume.
That's checked.
Right, that's checked. And then in audio profile, it's got original sound for musicians, recommended for studio environments, and nothing else is checked there. Automatically join audio by computer when joining. Press and hold space to temporarily unmute yourself, and sync buttons on the headset, and that's the only things that are ticked.
Maybe under advanced.
Under advanced is just single signal processing by Windows Auto.
It should all be
Windows
auto, I
system,
think.
Audio enhancement auto.
I wonder if echo
auto.
cancellation should be turned off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's off. There's nothing else ticked. So why can't I hear any of your other stuff? Why can I only hear
I don't know.
the voices?
I wonder if you should. I mean, I don't have automatically adjust microphone volume checked. Maybe try unchecking that.
I think that'll make any difference.
I'll try it.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
Yeah,
Wonder if spatial audio would do anything.
why is that so weird?
So weird. Right.
When under background noise suppression, Stu, is it auto, low, medium, or high?
It's set on low currently.
Yeah, that's what I had set on. Yeah, I don't know.
Don't know, man. I have no idea.
Is it me or Stu
Why
quieter now? All of
Yeah,
a
you
sudden?
are quieter now, Stu, for some reason.
Don't know. Oh, that's probably because I didn't automatically because I turned the microphone off, didn't I? The
There you go.
automatically
Now you're
adjust
back to good
microphone.
old louder Stu.
I don't know what to say. I cannot hear any of the noises.
Can't hear the
Oh, I heard
inception
that.
noise right there.
I
Oh!
heard that very faintly, but
Faintly.
it's not right. It was like garbled.
Faintly.
But you're
so
hearing my voice at a decent volume, huh?
I can
So it's
hear
not
your voice
output levels being
normal,
quiet.
Chinny's absolutely normal.
It's got to be that.
I
There's some
think
other
it's
software on the
normal.
laptop. Maybe there's something else with the microphone software or the hardware on the laptop that changes something.
I don't think so.
Don't
It's
know.
got to be a Zoom setting. Has to be.
It's something to do with Zoom, I think.
It's gotta be a
mean,
Zoom setting.
Apps, recording, profile, general, Zoom workplace.
I'm not doing
media
very well because I can't even
controls.
find fucking settings on Zoom. So
It's on the
that's right.
main Zoom
You just click on the
window,
audio. You just
top right.
click on
There's a
audio.
little cog,
Well, you
like
can
there's a
just click
closed
on
window,
audio
it's
and it
trying
just
to do-
comes up.
or you
uh,
could click on audio.
I
Yeah,
can't-
you can
I
just
can't
click on
see any
audio.
cog or anything on mine.
Okay,
But
so a little microphone, lower left corner of the Zoom screen there, Chinny.
Oh,
The little microphone,
Just
right?
go
The
audio
little-
right.
settings.
Yeah, I see it now.
down below audio settings.
Audio strange.
You see, I wouldn't have realised it did this on my other laptop because obviously we didn't have any sound effects like that because Duke wasn't there.
That's right.
They weren't there. Well, I'm sorry about this, people. People in the show are like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, what's happening? This is crazy.
Trying to sort out. We've got a
So,
new
so
laptop.
Stu, so on audio where it says original sound for musicians, that's checked, right?
Well, I had that checked and it didn't make any difference.
So check
It's-
it.
was
Just check
exactly-
it for me. Just put it on.
I have.
And then have you checked echo cancellation?
I can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do it so it's the same as mine. Do you know what I mean?
What about live performance audio? What's that?
No, that's a beta. So
multiple
don't
instruments?
touch that. No, that's a beta. So
Right, okay.
okay, so I've got those two things checked. Come out of the settings, like cross them off,
Yeah.
and then do play the sound effect.
Okay. That's clapping.
No,
You hearing
no,
that,
that's not-
Stu?
nothing.
So
It's completely
weird.
silent.
That's so
Totally
bizarre that
silent,
you
man.
hear some things but not other things.
Well, I'm not hearing anything now.
I reckon he can
Yeah,
hear.
no,
but
You're
it's
not
like
hearing my
it's-
voice?
No, he can hear your voice,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
reckon
yeah,
the
I'm
sound
not
effects are
hearing
really
any-
muted for him, like so he can't hear.
They're
them.
fully muted. I can't hear a single nothing.
So bizarre. You're not even this?
I heard that very faintly.
See, so
it
they
was
are
all
coming
garbled.
through.
So it's Zoom is or something is causing sound effects to be very very quiet.
Yeah. Speaker. Hold on.
What's your
on
in
audio,
your speaker and
on-
microphone?
yeah,
Or, go ahead.
on audio where it says speaker. What have you got?
Yeah.
Anything clicked on that?
No.
Anything clicked on microphone? I know you would talk.
They're not spatial audio,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
separate audio device
Just
to play around with.
automatically adjust audio for microphone volume. That's
So
the only thing.
spatial audio voices on speaker, that's unchecked. Use separate audio device that's unchecked.
Yeah,
I am lost.
I am. I don't understand why it's suddenly.
Would it help if I turned my quote unquote microphone volume up so that it came through louder on your
I'm
end?
gonna try, but I don't think that's
I
gonna.
don't think it makes any difference,
All right,
does
trying
it?
that. That helping?
Nothing.
Okay.
How
It's just weird. I
strange.
don't. I'm so sorry. It is such a stupid thing to happen on the
That's-
night
no,
we're
it's
doing
fine.
the
It
800th
happens.
show.
Technical
know.
stuff happens. It's frustrating.
I just assumed it would be exactly the same as my other
Stu,
computer.
Stu, with the same thing selected, the original sound for musicians and echo
Yeah.
cancellation.
Yeah.
Change your microphone and then change it back. Do you know what I mean? Like, and change your
Oh, the-
change your
the
headphones and change
speakers.
it. Yeah, change your headphones and change them back. The only thing I could change it onto the laptop speakers and then see if you can hear it.
Just try.
Yeah.
Just try again now. Try the sound.
Okay, clapping. There's clapping.
No, nothing. Just a minute.
You want to try it through your phone?
No, just
Right, try it now.
Go on.
Okay. Clapping.
No, there's nothing,
No?
is there?
Damn. The
Have you,
heck?
have you changed the speakers? Have you?
Right, try it now.
Clapping.
No, nothing.
Nothing. The hell? It's got to be something outside of Zoom.
Okay, so let's make a decision. We're not
Yeah.
gonna crack it. So why don't we keep
Well, I
sound
mean,
effects to a minimum
That's fine.
and play the intro, and then Stu, I'll give you a go, and then you do the intro.
okay, because I've no idea when the end
Okay.
of the intro is.
That's okay. That's why Chinny's going to say go.
No.
Okay, here we go. Let's start the show,
Okay.
people. This is Chinny saying,
Let's
let's
start
start
the
the
motherfucking
motherfucking show,
show,
bitches. And then here's the sound effect.
Just pop around a bit, Stu. It looks like you're listening to it.
And it's a game that they play this week. Stu's getting naked, you could have a peek. Stu started time, Chinny's game breaking. Here comes Duke with the sound bites. Attention, listeners, I'm not allowed to use sound effects this week. They're illegal.
Thank God.
Verboten.
Thank God. This was all a ploy.
It's the veteran gamers.
Be quiet, Kitty.
I just played Be Quiet, Chinny, the sound effect with the
Okay,
baby.
we don't need running commentary. Do we?
Chinny, Stu has to know.
Stu, I'm going to count you in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
16,
Go.
51.
Hello and welcome to episode 800 of the Veteran Gamers podcast.
Yeah, 800! I'm playing the air horn sound now.
Yeah.
I'm
You
Duke.
could actually hear that slightly, by the way. I'm Stu.
And I'm Chinny. So
And we have major sound problems this week, people. Sorry.
We have-
Stu-
You don't
Stu-
have, you're not hearing sound problems.
Stu, have you got a new laptop by any chance?
I have, right. So
Ooh,
I decided
fancy
this
laptop.
This was the best week
Yeah, good.
to set it up, get rid of the old desktop, taking up loads of room, set up my beast of a gaming laptop.
Yeah.
And for some reason now it's fucked on Zoom because I can't hear any of Duke's sound effects. And maybe that's a good thing. I mean, maybe this is a blessing.
No,
in
it's not a good
disguise.
thing.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a bad thing.
I don't know.
You see, I could hear that slightly. I got two little bits of the
Something's happening.
sad horn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So
something's happening.
Happening.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what the shirt I
entirely
got on
sure.
this week. Something's happening. What,
Nice.
what?
There you go. Something's happening. But I'm not exactly sure what. But you can play the sound effects because I kind of hear them. But they're just not clear. I don't know what the hell is going on. And we can't seem to figure it out, can we? We can't figure out
No, we
why
tried.
on my end it's not working. I don't know. Everyone else can hear them. For whatever reason, I can't.
Okay.
And Duke is still dancing.
Still dancing.
He's still dancing.
Well, what am I
Kind of
supposed to do? I
impressive.
can't play sound effects. I gotta do something.
So I almost didn't make this episode, by the way.
Why
What,
not?
even tonight?
Not even tonight. You know why?
What's
Oh, for
going
God's
on?
sake.
Because
I would play the story sound clip, but I can't.
Just a minute. Let me
Because-
guess. Is it?
you ain't gonna get
because I've got a baby.
it. You ain't
I've
gonna
got a
get
baby.
it. No, nothing to
I've
do
got
with
a
that.
toddler.
You got
Nothing
hit
to
by
do
a
with
Toddler
train.
now, innit?
No.
Got a toddler.
No. I was eating a bit of cake, right?
Oh God, you didn't choke.
And on this cake are very hard, like sprinkles, like the sprinkle balls, really tough. Like
Did
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
choke
yeah,
on
yeah.
some cake sprinkles?
no. I bit onto one, and
Yeah.
it chipped my tooth and took my filling out of my tooth.
Nice.
Oh no!
Like it.
And it's and I was ringing around for an emergency dentist. Like I'm like, oh my god, bank holiday weekend. Like, am I gonna get one?
Yikes!
And so I haven't gone to the dentist, but
Nah, you'll be right. man.
but basically, if anything goes near it, looks at it, if oxygen goes by it, it hurts.
Yeah, hurts.
Yeah.
Hurts.
Oh.
But at the moment, I'm fine. But if I touch it with my tongue, it's like the worst.
Cold drink. Ooh.
I had to
Ice
like,
cream.
I had to drink something just to see if what's he gonna do. But water, like sort of.
Maybe
you
it's
know,
better now. It's
Re-
not better now.
But I'm not looking forward to brushing my teeth later. That's not.
I'm
gonna
sorry.
happen.
No, man, you just
That's
gotta
a pain
avoid
in the
that.
neck.
Ooh.
Anyway, episode
Hard stuff,
800. We're
teeth.
here.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I've been
about.
doing great.
We have.
I had like 100 things go well in the last week. We met with the
Good.
state representative Andrew Heisel. I took the Amnesty students to celebrate at Raising Cane's Chicken Place, whatever the fuck that is. I played a game of Go against the Seven Dawn and won. I got 3 awards
that means.
at school. I got people who play Go will know. It's okay. I got 3 awards at school. I got best dressed. I got most likely to have energy in the morning. Yeah. And I got most likely to start a debate in class. And I said, I don't start debates in class. I finished them.
So,
And then my student
Yeah.
teacher said, you incite them. And I said, all right, I can handle incite. But it's not a debate. It's a dialectic. So
And then-
whatever. Anyway,
then-
it's
well,
cool to
it
win
is.
awards.
then your
Yeah.
head teacher said, "You're on lunch. Relax. Don't
Yeah,
worry
exactly.
about it."
Yeah.
And I had my first meeting with a new therapist, and it went really well. She's really cool. So I'm looking forward to meeting with her again. And then next weekend, we're going to see our niece graduate from college, which is going to be a lot of fun.
I thought
So,
we were your therapists.
Yeah.
Yeah. I come off of this show every week feeling healthier and happier. You got that
Of course
right.
you do. Oh my God! How could you not say otherwise?
Yeah, I'm,
Say it a little higher pitched, and it'll sound authentic.
I know.
So for people that don't know, when we get to a 50 or a naughty episode like we are
Ooh,
today,
it's very naughty.
what happens? For new listeners that haven't listened to, they've just started listening. What happens? What do we do?
Not a lot, really. We just
Fuck
kind
all,
of,
that's
you
what.
know, play by ear. We just
We- we-
fucking throw caution to
We
the
play
wind.
fun special sound effects. You ready? Here we go.
yourself.
Chinny
We-
Stu has no idea what that was.
We invite
Yeah, I heard that, by the way.
we invite listeners onto the show, and
Yay,
the last time we did it was
listeners.
2 years ago, I think, or like a
Something like
Christmas.
that.
And
No,
it would have been a Christmas. Would have been Christmas.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
I,
Like,
Which
but-
Christmas was not 2 years ago.
no, like
Well,
the
it's
last
50
Christmas though.
episodes
It would have
ago,
been
isn't it?
last Christmas. No,
Oh,
because
I
we
got
missed
you,
it.
okay.
The 50 episodes, we missed it.
did
Did
we?
we?
Yeah, we missed it. It
Is
was
it
like
100 episodes since we last did it?
750. We didn't
Shit.
realise, and we were like, oh god, it's 750. We
It's
forgot.
just another show.
Yeah, so we just did another show. But the last time we sort of did this, we just got everybody in at the same time, and it worked really well. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right.
that's what we're doing. And
Is
all-
that really 100 episodes ago?
I think
can't
it is.
believe that's
I think
100
it is. Yeah,
episodes
I think
ago.
that was 2 years ago.
It doesn't seem that long ago.
Well, you
can't
know
it?
the thing
So,
about
so
time,
do you mean to say, Chinny, that there are people sitting here just listening to us
There's-
and not talking?
there's people listening to us that are not in the Zoom
Who,
call.
who is it? Who's
Right.
here?
But we don't care if you're listening to the Zoom call and you just, you're listening on YouTube or Twitch. Listen, you're not that important. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, we don't care about you. You can chat in the chat.
We
but
do. We love
I'm
you.
joking,
We appreciate
joking.
you. But you didn't get in touch early enough, so
No,
fuck off.
But by the way, anybody in the chat tonight listening live, you're welcome to come on the show. But somebody
Yeah,
already
come
is
on.
in the
We
room
got
with us,
people
Yeah.
here.
and he's got a
in the room.
10-day-old baby. It's the man,
10-day-old baby.
Fletch.
It's got baby here.
Got a
It's
little
got a little
baby.
baby.
Hi, Fletch.
What up, Fletch?
Evening, I seem to be getting darker by the minute with
You
my
are,
webcam.
yeah,
I
yeah.
might need to turn the lights
The
on.
important
yeah.
question, Fletch, is can you hear the sound effects?
I can hear the sound effect loud.
Yay!
Lovely, lovely.
Why can't I
Good
hear
to
that
know.
sound effects?
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
So, Dan, welcome back on the show. You've been on many
Thank you.
times. How was your new dad?
Yeah, as of 10, is it 10 or 11 days? I can't remember. 11 days. There we go. 11 days ago, last Tuesday.
Excellent stuff.
time's blurred into one now. Yeah, I have a little lovely baby boy born 11 days.
Yay.
11 days ago.
Oh,
Ooh,
light.
let
Oh,
there be
yeah, yeah.
light.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
we go. Ooh.
Did the little baby put the light on then? Was that is it?
Yeah.
Make
He
yourself
started the
useful, kid.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm gonna put him to work soon. I mean, he needs to earn his keep
Yeah, he
because
does,
I'm
yeah.
getting a little stressed looking after me.
Yeah,
today.
let me know how that works out. 'cause it hasn't worked out for me.
I've got Millie
down,
now
he'll be
going.
down.
Oh
"Come
my
on,
God.
I want to get a beer out of the fridge.
Oh
Let's
God,
get a beer
Millie.
out of the fridge, guys.
Let's get a beer out of the fridge.
Easter
Oh,
egg.
there she is, look.
Yeah, the Easter egg. Yeah,
Hi,
rub it in.
Millie.
Just because I can't bite
Look, it
down
isn't
on
a show
anything.
800 without Millie encroaching on it, is it?
True. Forgot it was a big milestone.
Yeah, 800
Yes, it's a
show.
big
At what point am I
milestone.
coming in to read out what game I'm looking at?
What
Yeah,
game?
exactly.
What game I'm looking
Classic
I know.
at?
stuff.
When are we bringing that back?
I don't
You
know.
can
I
bring
think
it
we
back.
should do that.
Tell her to bring it back.
Yeah, why
should
not?
do that.
When can I bid for that?
You don't play games, Millie. Say you
Here,
don't
what
play
game
games.
is this, Millie?
You don't play games.
What's he showing me?
I don't know. I don't.
I don't know. Some
Starburst
sort of
rapper.
A rapper off a Starburst.
Say to
Yeah.
Millie, Stu. Say to Millie that
it.
she doesn't play games anymore.
Yeah.
She is. You're playing a game with me at the moment, aren't you?
Yes.
Kind
Ooh,
of.
Yeah.
Flash Fiction.
Yeah, she is.
I am.
Yeah, split fiction.
And I've put in some serious hours on Animal
Oh
Crossing.
yeah,
this
she
week.
is. She's got
Aw,
an allotment.
yeah. Get your own
Allotment.
podcast. You can't just piggyback on this one.
I keep telling her to play Stardew Valley, and she's like,
Oh,
"Oh no, I want
yeah.
to play.
To
wanna
use
play
you
more
for
of this.
fame.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to finish my allotment."
Mm.
Fuck
Any
Stardew
child of
Valley.
Stu's is a child of ours.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, that's a game.
Indeed.
She's allowed on. That's a game.
Sure.
Is this a
fine.
game?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, Dan's like, I thought I was the guest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
God damn.
Sorry, John. Sorry,
Here
John.
comes Millie
Right, I'm getting
bopping
my beer
in.
now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Well
have
done,
fun with your
That's
beer,
enough.
Millie. Peace
Yeah,
out.
Millie
Um,
says congratulations on the baby, then.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And congratulations to us on 800 shows.
So,
Hello.
Yeah.
we
Do you
could-
realise, by the way, Millie was 7 years old when we started this podcast?
Yes, I did know that.
Now,
Dude.
23.
7
Oh my
years
God.
old she was.
Yeah, the older you are, the cuter
Look at her
you
now.
ain't. We
Look
don't
at
care
her.
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly. Tell them.
You know what I mean?
she's not-
Patty.
He says you're not cute anymore.
You know what I mean?
She says that's really rude.
The older you are, the cuter you ain't. Right? We got a new
Yeah.
baby now, 10 days old.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
we've got new babies.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers, Millie.
Bye.
Easter egg as well.
Ooh, lovely.
All
Easter
right.
egg.
Have fun.
So yeah, we could talk about games and like how you love the show and how you can't stop listening to us and everything, Dan. But I want to talk to you like about what has been
Babies, let's talk
what has
about
been
No, no.
like the thing that you're like, oh my god, like I wasn't ready for this, or the oh my god, like now that the baby's born, we don't need to go into the
Oh,
labour.
God, she's
Don't
back. God, she can't stay away.
don't worry about the labour. Just
Oh,
what do you think, Dan?
What everything
Bye.
since. So I didn't really do any research into sort of like how you do basic things like changing or like how
Oh my
what to
God.
expect when it comes to like changing nappies or not. I've
I'll
done plenty of
probably
nappy
figure it
changes now.
out.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just the first time I got weed on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The first time I got weed on while changing a nappy, that happened 2 days in a row.
yeah, yeah.
I've not had the trivector yet. I've been sick on. I've been weed
Oh
on.
yeah,
but
the
I
hat
haven't had
trick.
the other
I
one
call
yet.
it the hat trick. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's good. It's good
I'm
fun.
waiting for that.
Yeah, yeah. It's great stuff. She never really like
Matter of time.
Rose has never really like pooed on me like properly, but she has got a new habit of just like pooing when she's naked now. That's fun. Do you know what I mean? Like she just walks around and goes, "All right, I'm naked, so I'm just gonna have a
Now
poo."
it's time.
Woo, letting it go.
wow.
Fun.
Let her rip.
Great. Well,
Hard floors is what you need when something like that happens.
so have you had any time to play vid games?
Play video games. I think the game that I've played the most of since I've been a new dad is probably one that I've been playing for something like 15 years, and it's a text-based online game called Torn City. If anyone's ever
Torn
heard of that.
City.
Torn City. I have
Wow.
not heard of. Is
Honestly,
it in mud?
it's
World's largest text RPG.
yeah, text RPG game. It's a
Interesting.
game that I started playing in college, and I don't know why, but I play it every single day. And it's just
Wow.
you do little bits of chores and stuff. It's like just a busy game. You
Huh.
you have a profile. You like build up a bit of a net worth. You get like you get different houses. You have weapons, attack people. There's like an ecosystem on there. I don't
The
think
number one thing on the website says top features. Number one, attack. Got a problem with another player? Go and show them who's boss by attacking, mugging, or hospitalizing them.
Yeah,
This sounds like a
so
great game for the whole
it's a-
family.
It's a wonderful game. I'm not sure why I've been playing it for so long. It's just I think I'm a creature of habit, so this is something that now I
Yeah.
can't take myself away from.
I'll
So
tell
in
you what,
terms of
Interesting.
time to get video games, this is the one that I play the most because
If-
I get to spend about 5 minutes a day playing it,
yeah,
and I feel like I've done something when I've done my chores on there.
yeah. So
Can
I
I
mean,
just-
if
can I
it's
just
chores
say,
you're
I've
after,
never
Dan,
heard-
you have completed a new side quest that is going to keep you very busy.
Or you can imagine. So
Yep.
I've been taking shifts off, but getting used to the routine. I think that we've not done so bad in terms of like sleep patterns. I mean, I don't know whether my partner would agree with that, but
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Don't say that around.
I feel like men are hardwired to. I don't know about you, but I don't wake up when the baby cries.
No,
I've
yeah. I
only
think
felt
it's.
like
I think
it
the
at
mums are
night.
genetically like
Yeah.
woven to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I sleep right through it, so I've been sleeping great.
Yeah, yeah,
personally. So
again,
thankfully,
Wow.
If
I'm
you
doing well.
value your life, don't say that around.
Yeah. Do you know what I used to do? This is true story. So Kay was obviously breastfeeding.
Yeah.
So obviously I couldn't do that, because
Maybe.
obviously nothing will come out. Nothing will come out.
These days you can.
So what I used to do was, so Kay didn't have to fully wake up. This was just weirdest thing. I used to go and get Millie out of bed when she woke up for a feed, then carry her into the bedroom, do the feed while Kay was half asleep, and then put her back in bed for her so she didn't have to get up or anything or fully wake up.
Mhm.
So she at least, even though her sleep was still broken a bit, it wasn't as broken as it could have been. So we used to just take it in turns every night to do that.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
You find a
Dan.
way. You find a way, don't you?
Yeah.
The main thing I've been doing is just sort of taking long blocks.
Sleeping by the
towards
sound of
earlier
it.
part.
What
Overnight,
have you
yeah,
been doing?
that's-
Sleeping?
Yeah, yeah.
I've been doing sort of like a shift, like sort of 7 till 12 midnight, and trying to look after him so that
Yeah.
Steph gets a little bit of sleep, and then
Mate,
ideally I'll do a little bit
You're
of
in
change.
you're in like the easy times right now. You're in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
A lot
the
of sleep
bit-
and
Oh,
just
what the
being-
the
hell?
bit where like the baby doesn't do. No, I've got the problem now where my baby goes no. Look, no.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, you've got a
Hey
toddler
Dan,
now.
I'm
You've
signing
got
up
a
on Torn. It asked me who
argumentative
referred me.
one.
What's your
Me?
username?
Oh, damn right. Let me go on my profile.
You get a little something if you
I get a
refer.
little.
gosh.
I think I do. I think I
Right,
do.
something
while you're
sweet.
sorting out accounts on Torn, we've had two invaders on the call.
I
Put
know,
it
I
in the
can see
chat.
that This
Right.
is
I'll
the
put
trouble
it
when
in the
people
chat.
already have the link. They're just like, I'm in.
Stu, it's almost like you should have left it to me so I could send it sporadically
I know,
through the
well, I
show.
did say to them,
A bunch of
"Look,
numbers?
Say you're there in the
my
chat.
username.
and
You know
then we'll
what?
Get
That's
you,
my
but
ID
people
number.
just
It's okay.
want to get
It's
on.
okay
Okay.
because the people that we got
It's
in here,
Fraser, though. We'll
top
let
quality
Fraser on.
stuff. Well, Fraser's unmuted, so
Oh,
I'll click on
Flecky
him
90,
first.
okay.
Fraser, hello.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Oh, hey, oh.
Hi, I
Where are
was
you coming
hijacked
from?
our.
Venezuela.
Oh,
What's
get him
going on
to
here?
get him out! Get him out!
Oh
the
my
country.
God. Are you being real loud because you want to make sure Stu hears you, or you just not
Yeah,
realize
no,
how
it's
loud
all
your
right.
mic
I
is?
can hear people,
My,
just
my,
not
mic's,
sound
my
effects.
mic's the same as normal.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think
you're
It's
fine.
very
you're
loud.
fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Is it?
It's because you're
You're
shouting,
fine. No, you're
Fraser.
fine. It's just because you're shouting.
You're
now.
shouting.
You know,
Because
we
I
just
got
said
it.
that.
$50 already.
It's my theatre voice.
Oh right.
Yes, project your voice so you can walk in and say, "Of course, I'm eligible for food stamps."
Oh.
We also have somebody else in here, James from Aches and Games. James is in here.
James,
Yay.
James, there you go, it rhymes.
Good evening,
Oh.
all good?
Yes, good, James. This is the first time I've spoke to you, I think,
In real life,
Yeah.
yes.
in real life. You
Cool.
you
We're
look
glad
like
you're
in the,
here.
Are you in the waves or the clouds there? I don't know what you got in the background.
I think it's
Yeah.
a mountain. I think it's a mountain
Oh, is
thing,
it?
I think.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Have
Lovely.
you painted that? Is that like
Now
Bruce
that mic
Newton?
is 6 inches away from him.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely is. That,
Yeah.
That'd be all right for me with my
Yeah,
new
yeah.
thing.
With your new ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
new
great
ticker.
background, James.
Thank you very much.
So you,
Or Shockbox, as the consultant called it. He called it a shock box.
yes. So
Yeah.
this is already chaos. James,
It is
welcome
chaos.
to the show.
Thank you very much.
I have listened to your podcast, so I'm aware. I know who you are. These guys don't listen to podcasts, so
I listen
I
to James'
don't- I-
podcast.
What's a
podcast?
Fraser listens
Yeah,
to
what
it.
is that?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, me and Fraser, we're proper people. You know, we
We
listen
support
to
the
I
community.
listen
Yeah, we
to
yeah.
audio books. I just listen to books. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
like
but
a book.
we're in a community studio. You're supposed to listen to all the other people's podcasts.
Ah,
You're
I don't have
spearheading.
time. I don't have
Stu,
time.
you're like one of the figureheads of this community.
I know.
Come on, man.
But
Jeez.
when I'm not listening to books, I'm listening to music. It's music and books.
You got to
That's
fit
my
it in.
life.
You got to fit it in.
I don't know where though, because there's music.
I'm
then
only
there's
hearing
books,
this. I'm
then
only
there's
hearing
music.
excuses.
Yeah, excuse
Then
me.
there's books and music. By the way, I did a hippity hoppity house mix this week. That was pretty good.
Yes, he did. And let me say this to any DJs listening: if you're gonna do a hip hop mix, you gotta put at least one Public Enemy song in there. Stu did,
Oh,
and
I
it's a
did.
banger. Yes,
It's a
well
bang-
done,
Do you
Stu.
know what? I've
And
never
he
heard
had the
that.
Jungle Brothers
Oh,
in there.
bring the
Girl,
noise.
I'll house you.
So
Girl,
this is what I
I'll
love
house
about
you.
our anniversary shows is that we invite guests on and we talk more than them. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
Of
I don't
course, I
know.
didn't come here to not talk.
Well, you got to talk. You know.
So, dude, did you like it? That's the question.
Oh
Did
my
you
Of
like
course, I just said it's a banger. It's a
Oh, thank
good
you. No, I don't
mix. Well done.
the
Thank you
noise
for
is a
making
banger.
that mix. Right. Yeah, well, that too. They're both bang. That banger and the DJ mix that it's a part of, the mix is a synecdoche of the
what?
song is a synecdoche of the
Oh,
mix.
God,
Look
this
it up.
isn't another word. We
All
have
right,
to
I'm
look
going to
up.
stop talking now so you can talk to everybody
Right.
else.
It's
Fraser
synecdoche.
James, welcome. Amar, what's happening, buddy?
Oh yeah, Armar's in there as well. He'll pop up. somewhere.
Armar's in.
Yeah, he's been in for a while. So
I don't
I
know,
want to
is he
know
there?
what
I
kind
don't
of games James is like you know, what's your all-time goat? What's like, oh, I hate these types of games. I want to know stuff. Come on,
Stuff,
James.
yeah, good. I'm kind of all over the place. My favourite game of all time is still The Last of Us. So I got into
Okay.
that one.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah.
So
Last
Are
of
you
played that
watching
one.
the show?
I watched the first series, but we haven't paid for the second series, so no, until it gets
Yeah,
free
yeah,
somewhere. So yeah, we're
okay.
cheapskates. So we only play stuff when it's free. We only watch stuff when it's free.
Yeah.
So me and my wife worked our way through The Last of Us 1 and 2 when they came out. Both awesome games. And more recently, Plague Tale Requiem, stuff like that. I'm started off on Claire Obscura at the moment, so any sort of adventure RPG type stuff. It's-
Well, that's our play our game for next week or the week after.
Yeah,
So,
it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It is.
And I've also been trying out Blueprints, which is very different.
Oh my
and very-
gosh.
It's
Yeah.
If we start
definitely
talking
different.
about blueprints, we won't have time to talk about anyone else. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
still
right.
playing it? And have you
Well,
played more?
so last week I said,
You
fuck,
said you
fuck
weren't
this
playing it
game,
again.
I'm done.
Yeah, you did.
And then I might have played a little bit more this week. You know,
Of course you
a
bloody
little
have.
bit more, just a little bit more. Okay, so those are you've listed some good games there, James. I'm pleased with that. You know,
Yeah.
I was
Thank you
just
very
worried
much.
you was going to say like Journey or something. You know, and then I just be like,
Never even heard of it.
What's wrong
good,
with that?
good, absolutely brilliant.
It's an
Correct
amazing
answer.
Don't go
game.
near it.
Correct answer.
Bloody brilliant.
So
Flower. Oh,
for people that don't
classic.
know, tell us about your podcast, James. You know,
Yeah, go on. Tell us a little bit.
Sell it, pitch, go.
Yeah. So my friend and I, who used to live together, we bought a house together after university because we were both poor and couldn't afford one on our own. So we bought a house together. Used to play games and stuff. And then about a year ago, we
that sounds
realised,
brilliant.
oh, it's great at the time. Until my wife bought him out and he moved off, and it all went fine from there.
Ruined it.
Then he suggested about a year ago it might be fun to do a podcast about gaming because we didn't talk much. So we thought we'd done a monthly podcast. We could guarantee we were going to chat to each other for an hour a month, and
Yeah.
it kind of went from there. So we talk about games like you do. We only do ours monthly, and it's only an hour. And we don't
Yeah, yeah.
swear on ours, so ours is very different than yours.
Oh, you don't
Yours-
swear on yours?
No.
You don't
Oh,
swear.
go on.
Fuck do you mean
Go
you
on,
don't
James.
swear? Why?
James,
Wanker.
James,
Now you can let
Oh.
it rip on here.
James, say a few swear words. Get it out. Go on, just say a few swear
I
words.
don't know any. I don't know any swear
You
words.
don't-
Do you know, actually, I read...
It's
I
better
read a
that you don't. Once
thing-
you start, you
Yeah.
never
No,
stop.
Right.
listen. I read a thing
Listen,
today
listen.
that people who swear a lot, it's a sign of intelligence.
It's a sign of intelligence.
What?
like-
Where did
yeah,
you read
yeah, yeah.
that?
Oh,
In
God.
the Daily
I
Mail?
don't know, we've got some thing...
Stu, can you stop
Well,
saying
no,
things so
apparently-
Duke has to look them up?
creatively
accept that.
swear.
Yeah, really. No,
Source.
I'm not looking that up. That's
If you
bullshit. Where the
creatively
fuck are you getting that
swear,
shit
it's a
from?
sign of
By definition, then,
intelligence.
Stu, I should be a fucking genius.
You are a genius. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Ipso fatso. If
Okay.
you curse, you're a genius.
And Fraser, are you good? I haven't spoken to you for a bit.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm just in the hot corner.
Yeah.
I'm just going to lob out things every so often.
Yeah, yeah.
think
No,
Ben's
that's
doing
fine.
it as
Lobbing
well.
out.
I
Yeah,
would,
yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, because I can't not speak. I got to just say
Yeah, yeah.
congratulations, Dan, on the newborn. That's
Yay,
fantastic.
Dan.
Oh, well done,
Super
Dad.
happy
Clap,
for
clap,
you.
clap, clap. I'm just going to make the noise of the sound
He's
effect.
not listening. I don't think
But
Dad's
you
listening.
can do it because I
That's
do
right, he's
sort
getting
of
a
hear
He's
it.
doing torn. We're doing torn. Never mind about what Dan and I are doing.
Dan's
Flecky
broken.
and
He's
me
broken
are-
in the corner.
No, he's not. We're torning. We're torning it up.
If you two are playing tall, I'm going to mute you both.
That's what's going on.
And we're taking
You
all
really
fun,
played
I'm
that game. I
torn.
bet you bloody are.
Why
everyone-
not? I can
everybody knows.
multitask.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
task switching. And it doesn't, I hate to break it to you, this show does not require my full attention all the time.
I'm going to.
Yeah, but look what happens when you don't give it.
Yeah.
What? What happens?
Well, quite often you'll go.
You
"Oh,
spout a lot of bullshit
Can you just
about.
say that
Oh,
again?
if you curse,
Uh,
it means you're
What
brilliant.
did you say?
How have we got to 800 of these? I don't know.
I have
Ben's
no. Do you
Ben's
know,
in the
I was
room. Ben's
thinking-
in the room. Ben, what's he eating?
Ben, I don't know.
I'm
What is he
eating
eating?
What?
a little bit of
What are you eating, Ben?
a little bit of carrot, a little bit of broccoli,
Carrot?
a little bit
Oh,
of
God.
potatoes. I've gone full
That
health.
looks way
Nice.
too healthy. What the hell is
Wow.
that?
Yummy.
Yeah, man.
I'm also eating fruit
Hello.
in the form of Starburst.
Yeah. Are you a veggie, Ben?
Oh,
No.
can I just say, sorry, can I just interrupt it because this is a cracker, right? So when Duke held up that to Millie,
Yeah.
what game have you
Yeah.
been playing? Parappa the Rapper came to mind. Come
Oh
on.
man, you had it. I
you
totally
see,
should have had
Parappa the
that.
Rapper.
Good call. Because I was
Oh, look.
thinking some joke with rapper, but I
Yeah.
couldn't come up with
These
a
are great.
video
These
game
are great
one.
little nuggets
Well
that you
done,
put in here,
Fraser.
Fraser. We need to bring you
James,
back
like,
every
what the
week.
fuck am I doing? Why did I join these
Yeah.
idiots?
Sorry, James. Ben, but you okay, Ben? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm steady. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Well,
I
you
just can't hear sound effects as well, so can we stop the whole show for half an hour?
you
until I
can't hear
figure it
anything
out?
either.
No, I can.
Okay.
Classic veteran gamers. Never change. Never
What
thousand. I want
what
the
are you
same
gonna do?
difficulties.
I
I've
can't
got a new
believe it.
laptop. It's got all these amazing
I know it's
gizmos.
fucking.
You call yourself a DJ. You ain't no techno whiz, are you though?
Oh,
Please,
dear.
yeah.
Well, he's
This-
one kind of
this is
techno
going in
whiz,
the
but not the
bin
other
now,
kind
I'm
of
telling
techno
you.
that's what I mean.
It's
Yeah.
going in a fucking bin.
So we've got a few
stupid
people in the
thing.
chat saying congrats and all that sort of stuff. We got Mark Singh in the chat. He says congratulations, veterans! What a milestone to reach. I'm surprised you haven't tried to kill each other. There's still time. After all these
Yeah,
years,
there
just
is defo.
proves that love conquers all. Lee Greek says hip hip hip. I don't know. Hi Lee. Chill Robot says hello. Legends. Look at that. Ben Stenson. Is that your last
Yeah.
name, Ben?
It is indeed. I didn't realise it had my surname in there.
And your address is.
Address, telephone number, bank account details.
Yeah. No Addiction says hi, congrats. Can't wait to listen to later. Got to do stuff with the wife. Sounds kinky. Colin Allcar says, wait, is it Sunday? No, it's Saturday. Right
It's a
then.
special day.
Yeah, we need to talk about something. So I think we should go with James. Also, if you're listening live or you want to join the show, message me on Discord or something, or in the chat, and then we'll work it out. James, what's going on? You're playing the Claire Obscura Exposition 33 and a half and 3/4?
Yeah, only because it looked really interesting on
Yeah, yeah.
reviews, and you mentioned it last month, so I thought, yeah, it looks fun. So I played about 45 minutes just to do the intro, because everyone raves about the intro, about how emotional it is and how you cry at the end of the intro. and
Did
all
you
that
cry?
shit. I haven't cried yet, but I'm sure the tears are gradually forming.
No, do you know what? I've also played the intro.
I've also played the intro.
And I was like, I was a bit bored. I was like, when's something going to happen? Not a lot happens, does it? It's kind of like,
No, not really.
you do a
Well,
bit of a
I don't know.
fight or something.
Everybody that's 33 dies. Apart from that,
Yeah, no, I got all that, but I'm like, is that it? Is that the big deal?
What do you want?
I don't know. It's not like Logan's running it. What's the matter? I don't know.
like everybody that's 33 died. That's
Yeah.
something happened there.
Something's happening.
That's not nothing, Stu. Yeah,
Yeah,
I suppose we're going to talk about it more next week. But did you like it then, James? Was you into it? Was you feeling it? Are you going to play it?
So far, weirdly, the first thing I noticed, I didn't like the haircuts.
Oh yeah.
The face is really good, but I didn't like the haircuts. on
What
that
I
lady
noticed-
with the dark hair.
What I noticed about, because you go to look, there's a little bit where you go to like little peoples and they go, oh, I need a token for that. You know, I need a token, right? And you can have your haircut on one of them, right?
Oh.
And you go up to this woman, she says like, oh, you're looking sharp. Do you want your haircut? And he's got sort of like wavy hair, isn't he? Like quite long
Yeah.
wavy hair. And I'm like, so I gave her a token for the haircut. It's just tied back. Didn't cut it.
What the
Just tied
fuck?
it back. And that,
Bullshit.
that cost me a token.
Boo.
If that was a real boss, I'd be fuming. I'd be fuming.
You would be like, give me my money back.
Yeah,
What's going on here?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you think you're gonna carry on with it, James?
Well, definitely. I don't like long games anymore because I'm old and don't have the attention span. So I tend to like stuff less than 20 hours, but this one I know is a bit longer. So I'm going to
I think
give it a good
I got the
poke.
job at the grocer's. Sorry.
I
Go
think
ahead, James.
I think you've picked the wrong year to play video games, James, because like everything is an RPG that's like 60 hours long this year for some reason. I don't know why. This Clair Obscura game has had the nickname of Je RPG because it's French, very French, you see.
Oh, c'est
so-
magnifique.
Yeah.
Jeux vidéo is how they call them.
Okay, so well, thanks for that, James. Fraser. Sorry, go on, James. You can carry on.
No, I was going to say the
By the
turn-based
way-
thing is going to take a bit getting used to. 'Cause
Oh,
that's requires a bit of time.
Have you played
Oh,
any
yeah.
turn-based games in the past, James? You ever play Final Fantasy VII?
No, none of them. The only
Oh,
turn-based one
man.
I had was Jeanne d'Arc. I played years ago, which we played again
I don't
recently.
think I
Never.
played that. Beyond Dark. Now I'm going to switch off of Torn to play Beyond Dark.
No, Jeanne
Sure.
d'Arc, like Joan of Arc.
Oh, Joan of Arc. I got
Yeah.
you.
So
Did you say Joan Van Arc? It's never Joan Van Arc.
Jeanne d'Arc, it's called.
Right.
It was on the PSP years ago, I think. But it's really good.
Okay.
Really, that's turn-based kind of.
So what's your history with games then? What if you've never
Yeah,
played
how
things?
did you start?
Like, what's like? Oh, back in the day, me and this game.
So when I was 7, I got a Spectrum Plus 3 for my birthday and Christmas because it's on
Nice.
Christmas Eve.
Nice.
So that's my first ever system was a Spectrum, and that's really good. I had a disk drive and all kinds of jazz. So that's fun. And then randomly, I moved on to a CD32 instead of a proper console. I had an Atari Lynx as my handheld, so I had some really weird ones that
Oh,
didn't last for long.
Atari Lynx.
Yeah, but they're worth a lot of money now. I've sold them all off, and they're quite expensive now.
Should have kept them.
And then I had PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and now I've got PlayStation 5.
Oh, so you're a PlayStation kind of guy.
I've
It's
always liked
fanboy.
PlayStation.
We've got a fanboy on. Fanboy.
My son plays on the
Fanboy.
Xbox.
Oh,
So
okay.
his Xbox and on
Ah,
PlayStation, so
okay.
yeah.
The PS triple. I ain't talking about that Wii.
Yeah. So you're flying the PlayStation flag, and
Yeah.
The Last of
Yeah.
Us, of course, is probably the shining beacon
That's
for you.
right.
And
You
Uncharted
know,
as well.
I'm
Uncharted was
friends.
great.
Yeah, I'm friends with Neil Druckmann, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
you ever need me to get
He-
a
To
he-
be
message to him?
fair,
When we say
I've
friends-
flip-flopped.
When,
I'm
when,
a flipper-flopper.
when we say friends,
He
James,
once praised a thing that I wrote.
he
that's
wrote Duke wrote a thing, and Neil Druckmann tweeted back or something saying this was good.
This
Do you
was
know
Um,
what-
okay.
Do you want to?
yeah.
Do you want to hear what the best thing about this article Duke wrote, though, James? Do you want to hear the best thing about
Oh
it?
yeah, I know what he's
I,
gonna
I
say.
think I know what it
So
is.
He,
It's
so
a-
he wrote a whole thing, right, about The Last of Us 2 and how amazing it was, and the story,
About the story
and
of
the
it.
characters, and
Yeah.
all this, that, and the other, right? Just never played it. Never played it. He just watched it on YouTube. Just watched it.
How could I know
He's
anything
never
about the
played the game.
characters and the story by watching it on YouTube? That's fraud.
Never played the game.
Great game. Great
Yeah,
game.
it is
Yes,
great.
it's a great story, great character.
I sort of I'll keep my voice down because my wife won't hear, but like she's looking forward to seeing the show. She's never played the game, and she's like, I said to her, "Are you looking forward to seeing more Pedro Pascal?" Yeah.
That's so you bastard. Spoilers for Last of Us Part 2.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know what's about to happen.
Yeah, so I'm just
But it's
gonna.
already happened, hasn't it, in the show? It's
I don't
already
know.
happened.
I haven't
Yeah,
watched
it's already
Yes, it
happened.
has. Yeah.
I watch when I watch a TV show these days. I have to watch it in like 3 parts. Like that's my life right now. So, or we watch it and we don't have to
I
watch
mean,
it in
each
3
episode
parts.
has to be in 3 parts.
Yeah, and we watch it and we're getting through it, and then Tara says, "I'm tired now, going to bed, bye," and
Yeah.
that's my life now.
That's getting old, man. That's what happens when you get old.
Oh, she's
You're
always
just
been
"Oh,
like
I'm
that.
gonna
To
go
be
to
fair,
bed."
she's always been like that. To be fair. Okay. Phrase, the Frasnator.
Yes,
Um,
mate.
What's happening up in Canada? What y'all electing these liberals about?
Let's not go there, shall we? You and I can have a chat.
All right,
elsewhere,
fair
too.
enough.
Yeah.
We can talk about it when you're the 51st state. Go ahead.
Yeah. What are you playing?
What have you been playing,
Oh,
Fraser?
sorry. Was that
More
was the
Hunt?
question? Was I been
Yeah.
More
playing
Showdown?
Lots of Hunt. Yeah, actually, you know what I was
Yeah.
playing today? I'll tell you, I was playing something different today. I was playing Resident Evil Revelations 2.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
Very
an
good.
oldie kind of, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah, but it's one of the sort of not so well known Resident Evils, but I would say probably one of the best of the not so
Is it decent?
well known. Yeah, it is decent. Yeah,
I've heard it's
Yeah.
decent. Yeah.
yeah, it's
'Cause
all right.
I do like a Resident Evil game, I must admit.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. If you, I played it somewhere between 5 and 6, or 6 and 7, I think, or whatever, and it perfectly just took care of that itch that you needed to scratch. It's good. It's well worth a look. Yeah.
It's just before they got really good, isn't it? Like those revelation, what they called?
No, because I think it was
Revelations.
after 4.
Yeah, but like I think they took a dip, didn't they? When Resident Evil 6.
Six.
the-
Everybody hated 6.
Everybody,
for some
I
reason,
played 6
didn't
and I
they?
hated it. and then like they came up with those ones, and I think people started to like those, and then they made Remake 2, and everybody loved them again, and they made 7 and all that sort of
Oh,
stuff.
now I'm not naked.
But yeah,
I'll remake 6 though. That'll come back again, and it'll be good.
Oh my! When I saw zombies parachuting,
dude, they're just they're printing cash with these.
When I saw
remakes.
zombies
Why wouldn't they?
parachuting in, I was like off. I can't.
Well,
What's wrong with
has any
that?
Nostalgia
like
for six,
because right, to parachute
Well,
requires
apparently no one bought an Atari Lynx or a CD32, but we found out that that's a thing, right? So
for someone to like put on a parachute, know how it works, make sure that it's all checked. Are you telling me those zombies are doing that in that plane? Go, make sure we check it. 11 now. Jump 3, 2, 1, jump. You know.
To be fair, they're already dead, so it doesn't matter if the parachute fails, does it?
But the whole point of zombies is that they're like they're brain dead, aren't they? Like the fact that they're going through safety checks with their parachute jumps, and
Hey, just because they're dead doesn't mean they want to get hurt.
On the inside they don't want to get hurt.
Exactly.
So you enjoying it then, Fraser?
Well, I'm not playing 6, so yeah. So
I thought you were.
I'm playing Revelations 2. So...
Yeah, Revelations 2. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I meant that one. Sorry.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's all right. Well, yeah, it's all right. I mean,
what do you want?
More of the good stuff. I've played it before. I'm scratching an itch.
I still haven't played.
No, I tell you what. My son put on the remake of Resident Evil 4 the other day, and I was just transfixed with how good that game is.
I haven't played that one. Yeah,
it's such a good game.
Yeah,
it's unreal.
By the way, we liked 5, didn't we, Mike? Because we played 5 together, didn't we?
Yeah,
Back
we liked
in the
5.
day.
I loved 5. And so I was thinking about
Yeah.
5 the other day. So 5 is a little runs hot and cold with people.
Yeah.
But I thought 5 was fantastic.
It's a very different game, isn't it? It's a very
possibly my favorite.
Possibly, I mean that's insane, but like,
but
it's very different.
I think they're remaking 5. The rumor is they're remaking 5 right now.
Yeah,
Whether
I
it
think
comes
that-
out,
I heard
fairly well received.
that they're remaking 1. I know they remade it already, but they're remaking it because
Like doing like a 2 version of
because
it.
the
Like two
remake was
versions.
like a sort of played out how the original game played. Whereas when they hit gold with 2, they were like, oh yeah, we should do that with 1. So I've heard that they're remaking 1. Like
It would
Resident
make
Evil 2.
sense.
That would
wouldn't
make
it?
sense. I'd play the shit out
Yeah.
of it.
honestly,
Yeah,
if
I've
you
never played
if you
it.
play
Never played it.
if you play the remakes, particularly 2 and 4, and then you've played 8. They are dialing in. The magic of that is being dialed in so nicely.
I
They
like
know what
3
they're
as
doing.
well. Fraser.
15 years.
I played 3.
Sorry.
You liked 3, didn't you?
Yeah,
It was all right.
3
I
was
thought it
good.
fine.
It was, but like they were going to release 3 at the same time as 2, so that would have looked like a better deal. I feel like that people would have spoke higher about 3 if it was released at the same time, because people would have gone, oh, that's fine. But because they tried to release it as its own thing and it just following the remakes of 2, I think people sort of shit on it a bit. But no, 3's good. It's a fine game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good.
I think Mr. Fletch, the Fletch Meister General, has to go soon because he's got a little baby. God, the first
Who am
person.
I going to
to
talk about
sleep.
finding a
He's
bag
going
of
to
chocolate
sleep.
kisses then?
You're not the first person to have a baby, Dan. Is there
Yeah,
anything you want
God.
to say before you leave? Or do you want to say anything? Do you want to talk about what you're playing? What's going on?
No, I think the last time I came on this podcast live was an entirely different lifetime ago. I want to say it was like pre-COVID times because there was a live one around
Really?
many years ago. I think me and you played.
Sea of Thieves.
Oh no, we played Sea of Thieves. Yeah, that was during COVID.
That was during COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was the one that we played on Nintendo? It's I can't remember the name of it now. The kitchen one where you're rushing around.
Oh,
trying to make shit.
Overcooked.
We played Overcooked together like
Overcooked.
around that time, like when I got it. It's been so long, and I said when I came on last time, I feel like I've never got anything interesting to talk about when it comes to gaming.
When you've got a baby now.
So,
Oh yeah, well, that's not
You
bad.
got Torn. That's interesting.
That was going to be even worse. Yeah, now I've got a text-based game like Torn. I tell you, I've
Yeah.
been playing nothing but well, everyone's been playing Oblivion recently.
Yeah.
I've been playing Oblivion 2, the 2006, 7
Six.
version.
Are you
I
playing
actually-
that?
Yeah, well, I didn't know that the new one was coming out. So earlier on this year, I went, oh, it's been so long since I played Oblivion. Let's try it out because I didn't get very far the first time. But I thought it was actually
So what are you going
good.
to do then? Are you going to put it down and start the new one, or are you just going to?
I don't know because I'm quite near the end game. I think in the original version.
It'd be good.
yeah,
It'd be,
quite a lot,
it'd be good in a way for you to play the new one because you'd be like, are you really?
Well,
fresh
yeah, it's
in
a
your mind?
direct comparison, isn't
Yeah,
it, compared to what I've just done? Because it's
Yeah.
been It's been really good. I have got to the point though where I've started doing ridiculous things like getting 100% sneak
Oh
on
yeah,
my arm and stuff. So if I want to break the game and
yeah,
be
yeah.
able to just run through
Oh
everyone, I
yeah,
can
it
do
was
that
an
if I
easy
want to.
game to break. To be fair,
Yeah,
in many
very, very
ways.
Couldn't you just do that with a rubber band and just put a rubber band around your controller and just keep sneaking around? And
Yes, I definitely didn't do that where I just put my controller in a way that it was more moving forward while someone was sleeping,
yeah,
and then upped my sneak by stupid amounts. I definitely didn't do that
no,
at
you
some
wouldn't
point.
do that. No, you're a
Of course
proper,
you didn't.
you're a proper gamer. Yeah,
But jumping around everywhere and getting your acrobatics up to
You
silly
have to
levels.
hop
But
everywhere you go. That's how you
yeah,
play Oblivion.
I
but
think.
it actually. Well,
I was going to say, I think when you finish it, if you do finish it, I think you should just start the new one.
we go.
Like just like not with the commitment of like, oh, I'm gonna see it all the way through,
Do
but
the
just
whole
like
thing.
because you might play it and go, I can't be asked, or you might play it and go, oh my god, this is like a breath of fresh air. Like I'm gonna do all this again. Brilliant.
It does. It looks superb. Like from
Yeah.
what I've seen, I've got a couple of friends who've started playing it and said it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm guessing essentially it's the exact same engine behind
Yeah,
it. and
everything under the body
everything
is
is
the
exactly
same.
the same.
Yeah, it's
apart
still
from the,
it's
apart
still
from
got the jank.
graphics.
Still got the jank.
But it's the interface has been improved as well, so it's not just the graphics.
That was something I found not jarring, but like somewhat difficult to get used to. I think because of obviously more modern RPGs have streamlined like inventory systems and sort of the maps and getting about a lot better. When I have been playing the original version of it, like especially the map system is not the easiest to navigate around because there's a lot of sort of it's almost like scrolling as if it's on a mouse and keyboard, isn't it? Even on the Xbox
Yeah.
version. So that one was a little bit hard to get used to because the map's very old fashioned. It's almost like a Lord of the Rings style map, isn't it? The way that it looks.
Yeah.
So it's not the easiest one to read. I put a lot of hours into it. I ended up I think I wrote about it a while back. I don't know why, but I spent a hell of a lot of time completing that Nirnroot quest. And at the end of it, I went, I can't believe I've just spent all this time going along every river from trying to find Nirnroot and getting to the end of that quest. And I think all I got was a few better samples of it. And then I didn't get.
I've heard that with Oblivion. I've heard some other people talk about it. It's like you do this massive quest, and they go, "Here's an apple," and you're like, "Oh, okay."
I think the very first time I played it, I didn't buy a house, so I ended up getting bitten by a vampire and did the vampirism quest, which from what I remember, I haven't done that this time around, but the first time that I played it, I think that was one of the reasons I put it down because that quest was so long to do.
It's a good quest though. It's got a lot of.
But you've got to go pick flowers for ages.
Yeah. You've got to do a lot of stuff to get cured.
And then when it gets worse, if you keep sleeping, or it gets worse, like when you go out during the daytime, you keep losing health at rapid rates, and it's a very. I think from what I was told, it was actually Sean Feng Shui that said the first time it's a really rewarding quest, but it's a long one. It's not.
It's
not
long
one that's like. Yeah, again, like the Nirnroot quest. I think when I finished the Nirnroot quest, I went, "Why did I do that?" I could have.
What was I thinking?
More interesting ones, like the Dark Brotherhood quests. Everyone would probably say they're the best ones, and they have been for the ones that I've done, like because they're the most interesting. They don't take anywhere near as long, but they're all just really interesting in their own way.
Is it in Oblivion where they have the murder mystery party? And
Yes,
you have
the
to go
murder
in?
mystery party is
So
probably
good.
one of the best ones. There's a mission
It's so
where
good.
there's a guy that's sleeping that needs medicine, and you can sneak up and just kill him, or there's one where you can replace his medicine.
With poison.
So like essentially, do it with poison, like that sort of stuff. Those sorts of missions are really fun to do. The Dark Brotherhood ones, they're the ones that I've done the most of so far.
The Thieves Guild, isn't it? Like you got to get arrested or something like that. I think to start.
Yeah, I think you need to get arrested the first time round to get to join them. I've done a few Thieves Guild ones, a little bit of the Mages Guild one, just to try and sort of level up all my different magics. But I'm trying to think what sort of build technically I would be classed as. I've gone very generic. When it comes to RPGs, I like the comfort of sword and shield.
Yeah.
Because I like it.
The thing is,
I
though,
don't like.
The thing is, though, when you've fully leveled up in the Mages Guild, you can start enchanting your own armor and then creating your own spells and stuff.
You can do
it's
some
so
mad
cool.
stuff. One of my friends once made something that he called like the nuke, and it was this fireball spell where the fireball got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger by stupid amounts, but it would do like 1 damage a second every second. So it did nothing, but like the fireball would last for ages and ages and ages and ages and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's stupidly crafted spells like that. I'm sure you could do the exact opposite, where you've got a tiny little fireball that's tiny, but and doesn't last very long, but could do ludicrous amounts of damage over a small.
Oh yeah,
small
it's
time.
amazing what you can properly break the game when you're fully like the head of the Mages Guild and stuff. But that was the cool thing about Oblivion. It was totally ridiculous because you could be the head of every guild in the entire world, you know, at the same time.
Yeah,
So you're
same with
just like
Skyrim.
head of everything. Yeah, head of everything. But yeah, I love that game. Back in the day.
I probably will try the new version of it. I
think
need
you have
to
to.
download it first. Yeah, and just to see that how. I've seen a few people play the opening section of it, and it looks fantastic. So I'll definitely at least go through probably the tutorial, just to see what sort of differences I'm looking at.
Yeah. I think you should
Totally.
definitely do that. Cool. Okay. Well, Dan, thanks for joining us.
No problem. I appreciate you being on. I might stick around but go muted. I've got
Yeah, that's fine.
to
Yeah.
go in. So
That's
I
fine,
might
mate.
pipe up
You
later,
got
but
you got stuff to do. That's fine.
I will take over with him now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for having me on the show.
No worries.
Yeah, peace out.
Congratulations,
Welcome.
Dan.
Yeah.
God. Glad he's gone, eh?
Fucking down, I tell you. Text over.
Oblivion this, Oblivion that. I've got a baby. Who does he think he is?
Tell you. Oh.
Anyway, I think we need to hear from Ben. I haven't heard Ben enough.
Yeah, we haven't heard much from Ben.
What
have
I've
we?
read,
I think we need to hear from Ben.
I've got a top question for Ben.
Top one.
Hit me with it.
Why are you wearing white trousers?
Oh, well, good question. That is a top question.
Because Dan was talking there, and you stood up, and I saw white trousers, and I went, I don't know about. I think we might have to kick Ben out. Yeah.
They're actually white shorts, actually.
Oh, are they
but,
shorts?
I don't
That's
wanna get too
okay.
specific.
We'll leave you on the call.
I've been painting today, hence why you know what? People pay money for designer.
Is that? I thought that was a shirt.
No,
Look,
I
just
thought that was just a T-shirt.
No,
that was
it
like
is.
that.
It is a normal paint shirt, but while I'm painting, I'm like, well, I'm gonna get paint on it, so I may as well have a paint shirt with real paint
that
on
looks
it.
like a really
Make it-
trendy shirt.
Yes, it is a trendy shirt, but you know,
That's
while
right.
I'm there,
Sell it for $500 online.
Yeah.
while I'm there dabbing away, I can put on with real paint, and little do they know, I've just been cleaning
That's
my dining
right.
room, getting my dining room all white for the whole day.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how many different colours have you painted your dining room?
No, it was white, and when I bought the house, it was abandoned, and I'd done it all up, and I thought, you know what, I'll get it all white, and I'll have some inspiration. It's been 5 years, and I've just painted it white again because I have got no inspiration. I am dull as a rock.
Yeah.
But
That's,
I
that's
enjoy it.
fine.
Have you got a pop of colour in there? Have you got some colours in there?
Throw
No.
some
Is it
ketchup on the
literally
wall.
what? You've no cushions.
Go
no
on
nothing?
Pinterest, Ben. Just get some ideas or something.
Water.
Jeez.
Something
You know
painting.
what? I'm really into my lasers and my like lava lamps and stuff like that. So I have lasers that shoot into the sky. Flip. We're going a
What
bit
about like a
deep here.
big canvas with mountains
Oh,
on it?
he's got a lava lamp.
Yes,
Fraser's got a lava lamp.
Fraser
Got a
got a
lava
lava lamp,
Fraser.
yeah.
You know what? You
Wow.
seem like a lava lamp man.
Yeah.
A lava lamp man, is that a thing?
I've,
Oh,
I've got
There
lasers
it
too,
is.
Ben. I've got lasers
Yes,
too. I'm
Fraser,
waiting
you're
for
me
you.
in a- Yes, mate.
Look,
If ever
Lasers.
come to Canada, I want to
I
see
got
you.
a
Oh
smoke
my god!
machine, I got it
Oh
all.
my god! He hasn't got
I've
a
got a
laser
smoke
machine.
machine too. God, blimey.
tell you
Yeah,
what.
I've got my,
If you-
my
if-
house.
If
when
you
I did
didn't
it-
tell me that, if I didn't know that you were married to Grace, I'd be like, is he
I want to
really-
be married to Ben.
Fraser,
Who
I'm
doesn't?
available. I'm not married. I don't
Yeah.
like. Well, Fraser, you've gave me hope. You've gave me hope that there's someone out there that will accept me.
There's
Oh,
married life
sure.
and lasers.
Wow.
And smoke machines.
Wow.
And lava lamps. Don't forget the lava lamps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Alexa in every room, and
Yeah.
while I'm there, I blast music all throughout my house when it's all like super synthy, like super chill. And I have lasers that fire in the sky, and they make it all beautiful. I have a smoke machine as well.
Wow.
Jesus
God,
Christ.
blimey.
Can I just check? Do you live on your own?
I
Do
do.
you live
Would
on
you
your own?
believe it?
Course
I
you
live on
do.
my own.
That's a shock. I can't believe you live on your own.
Yeah.
Holy cow, man.
Yeah, that shit would get wrapped up pretty quickly
my
if you.
Oh, there's a reason. Every girl I've dated, they're like, I really like it. It's really edgy, and then they're like, they try and change things. They go,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Do you
whoa.
need that? Do you need that?
It's
Get your
either
hands off my
you-
shit.
Do you need
It
that
was
lava
go-
lamp?
Yeah, the last relationship was it's either me or the lava lamp, and I'm saying the
Yeah,
lava
yeah.
lamp's still there.
Stretching over to turn on the lava lamp. Oh, he's put his hand around me. No, I'm turning on the lava lamp. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Stupid lady.
Do you know what lava lamp I was addicted to as a child, though? Do you remember Shark Tale, the animated movie?
Yeah, we Will
do.
Smith.
Yeah. Will Smith, when he makes it big, he has a giant lava lamp up the stairway, and it is humongous. And I always wanted to chop out my stairway
Mm.
and put a giant lava lamp there when I was buying the house.
Interesting.
Turns out, I now know why there's no big lava lamps.
Is it because it's a lot of heat and a lot
The
of
amount of
dangerous?
heat it would cause a fire on the stairway.
Yeah,
and-
and a lot of dangerous
set the
hot
stairway
liquids.
on fire.
Yeah, I was like, valid point. There's a
If you're a
that's
wuss,
why.
you worry about that.
But he says if you're in Shark Tale though, because you're underwater in fish, obviously water's cold, warm,
yeah,
it would work.
It would work. So you've got to put it in an aquarium.
Oh, don't
What?
stairway
I've given you an
fish
idea there,
tank
haven't I?
with a lava.
Look
liquid
at that.
gold,
You can have your
man.
little Shark's
Giddy, I
Tale
do want to
corner.
get married eventually. I can't stay single forever.
Yeah, just come in. Yeah, I live on my own. Yeah, but I own my own house. Yep, that's my lava lamp in the aquarium. Yeah, and here's your coat back. There you go.
See you later.
Off you pop. Yeah, they all leave at that point, really. Okay, well.
So do you also like what one of those balls called, with the lightning
Plasma
in? One of
balls.
those.
Oh,
Plasma
baby.
balls.
Balls.
Yeah,
Do you like those as well?
I do, and I want one at the top of the stairway and one at the bottom of the stairway. But the
Oh,
problem
yeah.
is,
As a newel post.
You-
No.
yeah, that's it. As you walk by, you touch it, and it's just.
Jesus
Can
Christ.
you imagine? Do you know? Have you ever actually touched one of these? Everyone touched one of these?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
make your
at some
fingers
point.
smell really weird, don't they?
Do they? I
you
don't know. I put my
noticed that?
penis on
Yeah.
it, so I don't really remember. Can't remember anything.
His
The
penis
people-
always smells weird.
But the people in the shop were
it
really
smelled
pissed off
weird.
about it, though. So.
Yeah, I think you just touch them at Mankind every time because that place
Yeah,
stinks, mate.
yeah. There used to
That
be
might be
there
why
used to
you
be a
touch
shop in a place called Merry Hill. It's a shopping centre, and it was called the Gadget Shop, right? And it had all this shit in. You know what I mean? All this stuff, like stuff that like men like. And I was only a kid at the time, and I said to my mum and dad, I was like, I just want to go to the Gadget Shop. I just want to go there. That's the only place. I loved it in there. Yeah, maybe I should get a few of those gadgets in here. I did a work call and somebody pointed out I've got a Spartan helmet there. Can you see
Yeah.
it, James? Can you see my
Yeah.
little cat helmet? That is a reminder for me to stop buying stupid shit. So I never bought anything stupid anymore from a
Is
video
it
game.
wearable?
It's not wearable.
I was gonna say it's episode 800, man. Come
no,
on,
it's
time
not
to see
wearable.
it.
Yeah, put it
I don't
on.
know. I think
Put
it might
it
be.
on.
We need to
Put
see.
it
We need to
on.
see.
I'll go get it.
Do your best
One
to put
sec.
it on.
Put it
Yeah.
on.
He's putting it on, people. Meanwhile, yeah. What are we hoping? What are we looking forward to that's coming out at some point soon?
Well, I'm actually in poverty mode because the Xbox is now going to be £1,000 for a video
Yeah, it
game,
is.
and
Ah,
yeah,
There it
so
is.
yeah.
There
I
it
no
is.
games.
There it is. Look,
fair enough.
it's not.
You can't put that on your
Come on.
head, seriously.
Look,
It's too small. It's too
Slop.
small, man.
So what? Force it in.
Oh, well, we've all been
Yeah,
there.
force
So
your-
the-
Force your little head in there. it'd be
Said no
fine.
one ever.
There you go.
Oh, very
That
good.
looks great.
It's quite a small hole.
I'm Master Chief. You're right. Oh no, Covenant. Oh, you've joined at a bad time here, Dan. So yeah, it doesn't fit. unfortunately.
Okay.
But this
It
I bought.
definitely doesn't
I
fit.
spent. Can you believe? Right, 2007. Oh, there's little.
Come on, how much
there's
did that?
little
How much
baby.
did it cost
baby.
you? How much did you pay
Little
for that?
baby. Dan's back with his little baby. 2007. Right. Oh, look how dusty it is. This is the top tier edition of this video game that you could buy. Right. This was
Yeah.
there was 3 tiers. There was
Deluxe extra
there was
bonus.
the basic one, there was the steel case one, and then there was this. How
The
much?
Spartan version.
How much? do you
$200.
think
£200.
I paid for this.
It
Bear in
was
mind.
I feel like I
£160.
remember.
Hold on, I'm temporarily, but it was only 160 other. So
I think I remember how much this was.
okay, if you think you know, refrain yourself. But what, Duke? What did you say?
I said 200 pounds.
200 British pounds. James?
Yes.
It's got to be about 150, hasn't it? But too much.
150. 150.
I'm going 149.
You
just under.
what a prick.
Oh, look at him pricing
Fraser?
right. 170.
I reckon Fletch would remember how much this is, but Fletch, do you know?
I thought it was about 160. I think it was.
Okay, okay. Stu, do you remember?
I thought it was around 150, but I could be wrong because it's such a long time ago.
All of you are incorrect.
Go on, how much was it?
Is it more than 200?
All of you are too high.
No, I think it's
too
less.
high.
Too
Maybe
high.
less.
50 pounds.
This was £70.
No.
Oh, that's a
£70.
bargain.
Bargain.
£70.
I don't know if I
Picture
call it a
of plastic
bargain.
Spartan helmet.
Hey,
And
have a
Well,
look
it's a
at how much
bargain
that
if we're all
helmet's
thinking
worth.
it's
now.
150
How much it
quid.
worth now?
Profit.
What's it go for on eBay right now?
£70. Because I remember, like, there was because games were 40 quid. Back in my day, they were 40 quid to buy Halo 3. All right, this is 2007, and then it was 50 for the steel, and then it was 70. And I remember thinking, oh God, 70 quid is so much money. I can't believe I spent that much on. And ever since I've
Now
never.
it's every game.
Every game is 70 quid, but I've never spent like to buy this
Do
stupid
you remember
crap.
when? Do you remember when? Was it Modern Warfare 2 came with infrared
Yeah,
goggles?
Marsh,
that
Marsh,
worked?
yeah, Marsh.
Yeah,
bought
there was
those.
another one with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
RC controller.
Yeah, Black Ops. Yeah.
Does anyone remember when Gears of War came with a Lancer?
Yeah.
They
Greg
bought-
bought that. It was funny. He's
in the
like,
UK
when
it was
you,
gold.
all these stupid ones that you read out. I know somebody that bought the stupid thing.
Yeah, James, you ever buy a fancy edition with some sort of toy that comes with it?
No, but weirdly, I used to have an eBay habit for a while. So I used to buy and sell stuff. I used to buy a lot of old stuff that I thought I could sell
People?
on for good value. So there's loads of collector stuff. Went up crazy prices.
Only children.
And I was going to say, my old Spectrum games, my old disc games, they sell for about £110 each. So when I
Wow.
flogged all the stuff out my parents lost a couple of years ago, they went for loads of money. I was delighted.
Cool.
Yeah, made a fortune.
Awesome.
Even better now, by the way, that you don't take a big chunk of it off you.
Yeah, because they're scared by Vinted, aren't they? It's Vinted's absolutely.
Yeah, they are. They're like,
done 'em.
oh, can't take a skim of load off the top now.
I've just we've got a few people in the chat. TJ Politzer says hi.
What up,
Jax
chat?
says congrats on 800. The
Metal
Master
arms.
says hello. Red Van Man says well done, lads. You are always in my top 10 podcast on Spotify. Wrapped.
Yeah, thank you.
I know. I read that
Thanks,
and I went,
Red Van
oh, that's
Man.
nice. And I went, top 10, like not top 5. Okay. Steve
Top 10.
Pebbles.
Top 10 will do.
Yeah, that's fine. Steve Pemberton says, well done on 800. And Chris Jess. Is that Chris MJ? That's not Chris. No, that's not him, is it? Is it
Probably
just
not.
Chris haven't listened.
No.
I haven't listened in a few years, but I just wanted to pop in and say congrats to you all. I'll have to start listening to the show again. You don't have to. really,
Yeah,
but
listen to us.
in hopes that he's lost his gaming mojo. There's a topic.
No, it reignites. It reignites. He's lost it.
Has anybody like lost their mojo for gaming? I've definitely done it in the past. Lost my gaming mojo. Dan nods.
Nope.
You don't
Yeah,
have to talk, Dan. You've got a little baby. If you.
No, it's right. I feel like it's happened quite a few times across, and I feel like it's sort of moments in your life.
Yeah.
You get it. I think when I was at university, I shouldn't have done, but I played quite a lot at university. I played a lot of Fallout 3, but then like at times,
Yeah, Fallout 3.
like life gets more busy than not, and things. I don't know, maybe say like a new hobby comes in and you end up sort of like losing it for gaming, or you get bored of the same things. Like I think I'm a creature of habit, so for a while I played Sea of Thieves from sort of COVID times, 2020 all the way till maybe sort of 2022, and during that time, like all the people that I played with sort of started to drop off to the point where it was just me. So I was playing a game that was essentially a co-op game by myself. And one time I didn't make it to like level 100 in the season and went, why am I doing this every season? Why am I getting to level 100 just because I'm a creature of habit?
Yeah.
And then after I stopped playing that, I didn't really play anything much for months and months and months and end because I just didn't have the game.
Yeah.
You know, the one that I play, just on the regular.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Like, and I always like with the show, we've been doing this for how bloody long have we been doing this?
A long time.
17 years. 300 episodes, I think.
It'll be 20 years in 2028.
So, yeah, but what is it now?
17.
17.
17 years.
So what I've noticed is like like we're always here every Sunday doing it, and then the people listen and then they drop off and then they come back and then they listen and they drop off, and because it's always like if somebody changes their job, sometimes they stop listening because they don't have a job where they can listen to podcasts anymore, or somebody's studying at uni, they'll listen, but then when they get a job they don't. And then we get people that just listen all the time. Some people lose their gaming mojo, like Chris, and then all of a sudden they don't listen because they're not into games
Think
as
they're
much.
better than us.
They think they're better than us, which is true.
You're
So
just that video game that you just like get addicted to. Once you're in,
yeah,
for
yeah.
life, baby.
I definitely had.
Yeah, you are.
I definitely had a few dips here and there, but the problem with doing this show, Stu and Duke probably can contest this. Is
Gotta
like
keep playing new shit.
I know Fraser, you do a regular show, so and James, it's like you've got to. You feel like you have to sort of play something, just to sort of
Blueprints. Ugh.
yeah, blueprints, just to stay relevant. But I don't. You on your show, Fraser, you don't really give a shit about that stuff, though, do you? Really?
I'm honestly, I think Neil's going to just disown me at some point because I've just not.
Because he tries, doesn't he? He tries
He
to.
takes it. He's proper. He's
Yeah, he
he's got
does.
that early years of podcasting enthusiasm.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
he's doing a good job. And Dave does a good job. Dave naturally plays a ton of games anyway.
He does, yeah.
But my problem, it's not so much losing the gaming mojo because I still love playing games with my friends. That's why I play a lot of Hunt. Because I want to my time. It's time is the issue. One, as I get
Yes.
older,
Amen.
like I had the whole day free today. I could have done anything I wanted today, and I thought maybe I should just start a
Hunt.
game. Well, no one was available, unfortunately.
You would have done Hunt.
but the thought of like throwing 4 hours onto a video game today, just I was
Yeah,
like,
I
there's
hear you.
other things I gotta do, right?
What did you do?
Walk the dog, cook some food,
Oh, boring.
watch
Cook
some
food. Have you ever
football.
heard of Pop Tarts?
Watch football? What, you haven't been
Yeah,
watching the
watch
World
football.
Snooker Championship?
You can multitask. Jesus.
Isn't there who's gonna win that? Isn't it a Chinese
Not
guy's gonna
Ronnie.
win that?
Ronnie
isn't
got
he?
smashed.
Yeah, Ronnie got smashed. So it was Zhao Xingtong, who is an amateur, like in speech companies, is an amateur. He got banned 3 years ago because he
Drug
knew about some dodgy stuff, but he didn't report it.
Scandal.
So he technically is an amateur because he's had to qualify for the qualifiers. Then he got all through the qualifiers, which is 7 games, and now he's at the final. I don't know the result today with Mark and Judd, but like, yeah, it's either Judd or Zhao. Yeah, it's going to be one of them, and he's going to be the first Chinese player to win it. If he does win it, he's going to be the first amateur in Speechbox to win it. And if Judd wins it, he breaks the because he's only won it once, so he's got a lot of pressure on him. So it's exciting. And Ronnie's out because he kept on changing his ferrule and his tip because he's an idiot.
It shows cheating does work eventually. Just gotta keep
He
on
didn't.
cheating.
He just knew about it. Leave him. Anyway,
That's the same as cheating. That's like the trolley problem. You don't switch the thing. You still are guilty of murder.
his name's Zhao Xingtong. He's a god. He's a god amongst snooker. So yeah, bless him. But you should be watching that, Fraser. You shouldn't watch 4 hours of football, soccer. Go
I didn't
Red
watch
Sox.
4 hours though.
You did. You said you watched it 4 hours or something.
No, I watched some football.
Oh right, okay.
And
proper football. Or
yeah.
Said he could have watched.
No,
4
yeah,
hours
no,
of
Fraser-
fighting.
What's the proper football?
No, Fraser watches proper
proper
football.
Soccer.
Associa-
football, yeah, of course.
association football.
Yeah, of course, yeah,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah. He's not
Which
watching the
team?
American nonsense. No.
Woo,
No, well,
American
no, but it was
nonsense.
a big day for football today because the championship finished today, right? So
Championship.
they,
Damn straight,
My,
Fraser.
my team nearly got relegated. on
who's
goal
your
difference.
team, Dan?
lucky
Preston
down.
North
Preston?
End.
Yeah, right,
Preston
you're all
North
right.
End. We had to beat Bristol City away. We were 2-0 up. We got pegged back to 2-2, and thankfully West Brom does a favour, so we ended up staying
You
up
want
and
some
not
men
getting
from Brom?
relegated.
Nice, yeah. And then poor old Neil's team got relegated.
Oh,
today.
Luton.
Yeah.
Is he a Luton fan? Oh. I
Did
feel
they get
bad. They did so
relegated?
well.
Yeah, that's Neil,
They
isn't
did
it?
so well.
Oh,
Yeah.
They
because
did
I
so
remember.
well.
I was,
Back
I
to
was,
back relegations, isn't it?
I was,
Back to back.
Oh,
I was
Bring
listening
it.
to. Are they in League One now then?
They're in
yeah.
the
Yeah,
Championship.
they went down
All of it on
2
now,
years
yeah.
in a row. They
Oh
sunk.
my gosh! Because I remember he
Fuck
was
is
so
this shit?
he was so happy when they was like going up. Yeah. Oh, bless
I
him.
wish I'd have known. I went away to Luton this year. Their ground, their away section is awful.
Oh yeah.
You can't sit down. They've got safe standing. I'll have to find a picture. They've got safe standing, which means that you can stand up or sit down, but the seat won't actually flip all the way forward, so you can't sit down. So I'm trying to sit down, but I'm like crouched. when I try and sit down. So you have to stand for 4 hours.
It's just another way of
Yeah,
getting
it's
into the away fans' heads, isn't it? So
It's
that's
a
the
fun
idea.
little ground though. It's a nice little ground in the middle of the street.
Yeah, it's
That's like
it's
going into
got
someone's house.
it's got character to it. It's
Yeah.
probably one of the few grounds that's got character to it.
And of course,
I-
Wrexham, by the way, we should talk about Wrexham. They're
Why?
going up to the
no
championship.
one likes them, do they?
And Ryan Reynolds is going to throw gazillions at them to try and
Money,
get him in the
money, money.
Prem.
'Cause I don't know anything about football, James, as you might know. But like, my impression of Wrexham is like everybody in America loves them, but everybody in Britain doesn't like them because they just got a money.
Yeah, because it's an American success story. That is.
No, it's just
maybe
that
something.
someone come along with money and.
No, it's
Well,
that
yeah.
Welsh.
What other kind of American success story is there?
I think the
Some
main
idiot
thing is
has money.
we're all just jealous. I think that's the main
Jealousy
problem.
is it, right?
We're all very jealous.
Yeah,
Oh, we
because
didn't
I have to
realise
work.
Do you know what, though?
I have to work with a Torquay fan, and I think he's jealous because like that's a low level club, so he's like, oh.
Do you know what, though? Have you ever watched Welcome to Wrexham, the series?
No.
I want to, but I haven't.
Do you know what for me was the pivotal moment in that? I think it was either the first or the second episode. And that guy who they have like working on their behalf, and he's a bit of a nerd and a bit of a drip. And he walks into all the players are having this like meeting with the team manager, and he walks in, and they all laugh at him. They're all like, "Who's this dickhead?" You know, like, "What the fuck's this dickhead?"
Why do they
And
laugh?
2 episodes.
Because
Because
he's a
they just think he's a
dickhead.
bit. Because like, what do you know about football, dickhead?
Yeah,
like,
really,
you
dickhead.
come and tell us, right?
Yeah.
2 episodes later, they sack all of them. They sack the
Wow.
whole team near enough.
Wow.
And he's like, "Yeah, who's laughing now?"
Wow.
Yeah,
Just
bitch.
sack you all. And it literally
Sack
is
your
like
grandma.
that moment. And I always remember it because I just think they had no idea what was coming. You know, they all thought, "Who's he? What does he know?"
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sacked them all. Two episodes later, they were gone.
All right,
Sacked
Dan
a
has
lot
a
of 'em.
question about podcasting.
Yeah, you were talking before about your lulls in gaming. Like, I mean, this has been going on so long. I remember Stu.
Like when something's really funny.
Well, Stu sent me the link to this, the Over 35s episode 2 when I was working when you were my manager.
Oh, Jesus
Way back-
Christ,
way
Lee,
back when I was
really?
years old. It's been that long now.
I
But
didn't
like,
realise you've been listening that long. I didn't
That
realise it
long,
was
wow.
right back to
Wow.
the beginning.
34 now. But
Yeah.
like in terms of like the actual podcasting side of it, you know, you said you find it hard sometimes to be motivated almost to play games, but you feel like you might have to because you're podcasting. Like, have you actually had lulls in where you almost feel like you don't want to podcast, or like it just feels like you're going through the
Every
motions?
week.
Every week.
You still feel like
I mean, that's
I'm
me
just
right
playing.
now.
No, never. Never.
Never.
I'm so fortunate to do this. Every week when I go into school, I'm like, what did y'all do this weekend? And I'm always like, I talk about my weekend. I'm like, yeah, I did a podcast about video games. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
It's
helped that
such
you've
a
had a
long time,
massive
you know.
sponsor. Yeah, I think it helped that you had a massive sponsor from Saudi Arabia that you're not speaking about that made you all rich.
Well, there's that, and also the
does
snot
help. Keep
burglar.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds put money into the podcast.
Yeah.
There you go.
That Saudi injection really
You
helped.
know, as well, Chinny wasn't on episode 1, were you? You weren't on
No,
episode
I
1.
wasn't on episode. I was on episode
Was
it
2
two?
though.
It was only 2. It was 2.
Either 2 or
wasn't it, that
3.
you
I
came on?
was early.
It was
Yeah.
only 2 or 3 you came on.
Yeah.
So there was no Chinny on episode 1.
Yeah.
God, Dana.
I remember
Dana?
Dana.
Yeah. Dana. and-
Dana.
Oh,
You had
Dana.
You had background music.
We had
initially.
all
You had
sorts.
some-
We had
you like-
background
Yeah, we
music.
did. We used to
Yeah,
have
the
some
background
weird
music.
drum beat. I found this weird drum beat thing that we used to play in the
That was
background.
2008. People didn't know what podcasts like were.
Yeah.
There was no
They were
formula.
anything.
Really
Didn't-
slow
yeah.
There's like
rhythm
no
going
one.
on in the
No one knew
background.
what they were. They were kind of like, are they radio shows? Like no one really knew what they were.
Yeah.
So like you sort of just tried everything. back
Tell you
then.
what it is.
See, James, you've missed all
Yeah.
this shit. Like you've come into the formula
You didn't have to
established. Do you know what I
experiment.
mean? You know what they are now.
I never even listened to a podcast until last year. I've never listened to one in my
Really?
entire life till last year.
We've been doing it
And
for
then I st-
17 years. Where you been?
17 years, James.
It was only when I started doing a podcast I thought, oh, what's a podcast? That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I started listening to some, so
Yeah. Wow.
really odd. But there
Well,
you
we
go.
do appreciate you finding it. How did you find us, James?
I think I did a Google search.
Just a little quickie Google.
We started doing ours, and I thought, oh, I wonder what everyone else does that's middle-aged and plays games, and
And then you went.
found your one
"Fucking
and a
hell,
couple of others.
This is awful.
These
Let's
fuckers
keep
have
going."
people listening to them?
Yeah.
We try and do the
That's
exact
what you
opposite.
said
on
when you
ours.
heard us.
Yeah. That's it. Did the opposite.
Do you know, there used to be literally, there was us, and then Midlife Gamer, weren't there?
For
Were
British
These are the
podcast.
only
British.
podcasts in
No,
the
for
world.
British
It was
podcasts.
just those two.
There wasn't many British gaming podcasts.
There
yeah.
wasn't, but they were
No,
all,
there
but they
were
were
not.
all also linked to big websites, weren't they? Like GameSpot.
Yes, like the
and-
BBC.
Yeah, like
yeah.
One Up and all that kind
Daily
of stuff.
Mail.
But whereas we were completely,
Yeah.
We were the first
Amateur.
podcast to have a page 6 girl.
yeah, we were. By the way, yeah, just to let you know, this is how much it blew up when we very first started. We were in the top 10 on iTunes for like months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like for about 6 months after we.
And we've
did
been
our
riding
first
that
show.
wave ever since, James. And it's been,
We
it's
were
been-
also
it's
we
been
were
going
top
down.
3, 6, 9, and 12 because there were just not very many podcasts. So
Yeah.
we were in a bunch of different
Yeah,
spots.
it's true.
And it was weird because it was all like IGN, GameSpot,
Oh, yeah.
Red Barrel, One Up,
Mm.
Veteran. No, well, it wasn't. It was 035s at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
035s
Veteran
was
Gamers.
just the
I remember
weirdest-
because
yeah,
the
it was
podcast
just the
used to be
weirdest
called
thing.
Over 35s, James. So
Over
like, it used to,
35s.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember like when I joined the show, I wasn't over 35, so it was really stupid. And I remember thinking, God, over 35. God, that's so old. And now I'm like nearly 40.
Nah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
to go back on your question, then like I've definitely had moments where like, oh, is that tonight? Oh, like I could do without that tonight.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like, or you know, I feel like I'm playing a game or playing something just to have something to talk about. But then, you know, if I do miss a week or something, I do miss it. I think I do miss it. So to me, it just feels like
It's an integral
like,
part of our lives.
it feels like the sun coming up to me.
Yes.
It's like it
It
doesn't
tot-
even matter
it
if I
totally
don't turn
is.
up. Like it's gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
so it's just this thing that just happens every week now. So I can't do anything about it. And
Something's
all
always
our-
happening.
all our wives are so trained on it. Like the podcast is that she reminds
Yeah.
me. Do you know what I mean? Like she's like, well,
Yeah.
you got to do that. Like the podcast.
Well, the Duchess is like, wait, what are you doing now? It's Saturday. I'm like, yeah, it's Saturday. It's
Yeah, yeah.
special.
Have you guys got everyone? I can continually still after I don't know how many years I've been doing this, hundreds of episodes, not as many as you guys, but a lot. And
Yeah, you've
my
done a lot.
family still interrupts me at the same time every week. They'll
Yeah.
Hey,
knock on the
hey,
door,
Fred,
oh, you're
hey."
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
No.
I've only been doing it at the same time for like
No,
7
I've got
Yeah.
to say, apart
Someday
from
they'll
Millie, 'cause
learn.
Millie actually,
Millie
before
always
she
does, yeah.
interrupted earlier, she did say, "Am I all right to come in when you're recording that I can get a beer or whatever?" Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But she always
It adds a little
checks, you know,
spice to
and-
the show, Mill.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
yeah, but they know.
I'm in like a converted loft. So like it's another.
Wait
flight
till
of-
Rosa's coming in to get a
I
beer.
know, yeah, it's another flight of stairs. Like for Tara, so she just can't be bothered. To
Yeah,
come
she's
down.
never coming up to see
I
what
got
you're up
the wife repellent with the stairs. Get out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Well, maybe when Rose is a
The
bit
old
more
ball
like,
and chain knows to stay away.
yeah, when she's like, I don't know, 3, 4, she should be in bed. Yeah, she might be interrupting me.
Why did the name
She'll
change?
still
then,
be
Adam?
pooping when she's naked.
Say again, James.
Why did you change your name then from over
It was a
35?
political reason, James.
to.
It was a political reason.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good question.
We weren't all over
Uh,
35s.
No, well, I mean we can tell the real reason because God,
No
I
one
mean,
gives a shit anymore.
who
He just
knows- who
asked.
knows?
No. I mean, like the
So-
people that would get upset by it.
Yeah.
They're all.
Oh, I got
There's-
you.
You know.
So there was
Copyright infringement.
It's like the
So-
Irishman, you know, when they're all dead at the end and he's still trying to hold with information.
It
It's like
is.
the Irishman. Yeah,
So
go on. Go
it
on,
all.
Stu.
I mean, let's go back to the very beginning. So it all started because I guested on a podcast called the 360plex podcast back in the day,
Yeah, you did.
long time ago.
Mhm.
And then Chinny also guested on an episode I was guesting on.
Yeah.
So we both came on and talking about GTA 4, wasn't
Yeah,
it? GTA
so that's it.
4
That
back in the
timestamps
day.
it, James, because I know that came out.
So
A long
that's
time
how
ago.
long
yeah,
ago
long
this
time,
is. GTA 4.
2008, yeah.
Yeah. So that happened, and then the guy who ran a sort of forums, because it were forums back then, there were no Discord or anything, it was like forums. And he ran a forums called the 035s forums, and he set it up primarily for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you know, so people could sort of find other people who wanted to play multiplayer games of that. So that's how it came about. But he listened to 360plex, then came to me and said, "Hey, it sounded pretty good on there. Do you fancy setting up a podcast for our forums?" So that's how it all kind of started. And he was a bit of a weird character. He said he was ex-SAS and all this sort of stuff. He came up with all this stuff, right? And I used to always be a bit like, is that really true? I don't know.
We
And then I
never
heard
found
someone
out.
else
We
who
never
was-
found out.
Well, I heard he was a long-distance lorry driver, but how
Yeah, he
true
could
that
be,
was,
but he
I
could
don't-
also have been
He
of
could be.
ex-military. I don't know.
ex-military, so he pretended to be
Both.
ex-SAS.
He
and
drove
like,
trucks in
can't
the
talk
military.
about it, and all this kind of jive.
The trucks were filled with dead bodies.
When we first started, there was him, a guy called Dana, and what was the other guy, the Yorkshire guy
Was
called?
he Mark?
Mark, and there was a guy
Mark.
from South Africa who was a bit odd. There was a dude
I
from
can't
South
remember.
Africa.
I
That
can't
was
remember.
was that not
Yeah,
Mark?
Nelson.
that might
Oh
have been- I
God!
think
Every
that was-
time we saw him, he was like, "We are trying to establish a way of being better." Sorry.
I think it
Yeah.
was Mark
Noah.
from South Africa. I think.
It was
Was he
Mark
Indian?
from South Africa. I didn't
Yeah, I
like,
don't
never
know.
liked him.
Was he Jamaican?
Never really liked
No,
him.
no. Yeah.
And then there was another
Yeah,
guy from
man, we're
Yorkshire.
playing video
I can't remember
games.
what he was. Dana. I always found Dana all right.
Dana, he was
always
a
an
developer,
alright
wasn't
guy.
he? Wasn't he a developer?
Yeah, he worked. He was at was it Cardiff? Not Cardiff.
Dundee,
at,
wasn't it? Dundee.
Dundee University as a he actually taught video.
He was
game
he was the
development
real
at
deal, I
Dundee.
think. Yeah, he was the real deal. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy. So anyway, we did. Was it 37 episodes? So it was nearly a year, wasn't it? It was quite a long time. It was about 37 episodes, I think.
It was the first episode
Or a
of
few more.
the
Could have been a
veteran.
few
the,
more,
the first
actually.
episode of Veteran Gamers was January 2010.
2000.
Yeah, so it was
Was
2
it
years,
2009?
wasn't it? So we
No,
did it
it was,
quite
no.
a while.
Oh, sorry. When Duke came on, it was 2009. It was still 035s,
Yeah.
and then the first
Yeah, it
episode of
was.
Veteran Gamers was January 2010.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Veteran
so
Gamers
it
has
was-
been
it
going
was a
for
long
15
time.
years, and then we did 3 more,
Yeah.
or 2 more years before.
As long
Yeah.
as I've been playing toy.
So
And we had a meetup in 2008. In
We
case anybody
did.
hasn't seen the footage, it's great footage.
2018.
Stu had no idea I was there.
18.
Oh,
not
2018.
2008.
Sorry, yeah, 2008.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't that close. Yeah.
Sure.
So anyway, so we were trundling along, and Diablo was coming on the show. Never played any video games. Never had anything to
He just
talk
went fishing
about.
all the time.
Yeah, he used
He
to
just
go
went fishing all the
yeah, I
time.
remember that.
Was
yeah.
it started becoming a bit argumentative all the time? Was a bit odd,
Oh,
wasn't
and
it?
it's
And we were
nice
all
to show that. Nice to see that the show's changed a lot. Then.
No, yeah. But he was done it. He did it in a kind of nasty way, wasn't he? It was quite. I don't know. And then there was.
I think
stuff
one day,
going on
no, one
behind
day
the
I remember
scenes.
like looking or checking something, and one day it was like, they're not doing the podcast anymore. Like we can't do it, or something like that. I remember like something was. going on.
Yeah, it came to a head. They asked for a meeting with me, and was just like, "Yeah, we don't feel this is working for us anymore. You're doing it for yourselves now, and you're not doing it for the 035s. And you're not promoting the forums anymore." And was
Because
just
the
really,
forums are
like,
shit, is why. That's what we told him.
yeah, really nasty. And so I instantly, because I had access, so Diablo set up the feed for the show on Podbean, and I was like, "Ooh!" And I had access to the password for that, so I instantly changed the password so he couldn't get in it anymore because I had a fear that he would just delete everything and get rid of the show entirely. So did all that. Then I contacted you two guys, told them what was going on. And then we just basically told them we were just doing our own thing and they could sort themselves out. And that's kind of how
Yeah.
it all ended.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
and
suck it.
We came up with the name in a day. Duke came up with a
Yeah,
logo.
I don't, and I hate the name.
It was
by the way,
such a great logo.
I hate the name.
Yeah.
I hate the name of our
Well,
show.
I hate you, so we're even.
I think the only reason we picked the name is because we had the domain, which we don't even like use anymore. But
Yeah,
like,
there was no one else was using it, so
Yeah.
it was
Uh,
like,
this
oh, that one
this
you
works.
gotta
episode, we're
remember,
glad to
they did-
announce that
and
we
as well,
are
they did
here for
serve
after.
as veteran gamers. They are. They
We're
just
calling
find
ourselves
the
from
bit,
now
but-
on the Chinny Hates You Gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think Aches and Games is such a better name. Do you know what I mean?
It's
It's
a
such
good-
a
it's a
good
better
name.
name.
I'd love
So
to take the
good.
credit, but that was my co-host that came up with that one.
It's good
Because
though,
what-
isn't it? You know what you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
good, it
it's like
works, I
you're talking
like
about
it.
games. You're old, like like I get it. Like
Not
I-
that old.
Not that old.
older.
When I said it, James, I was like, that sounds offensive. I didn't mean, but you know what I mean. You're mature and like,
Yeah.
and I sort of like that's the kind of name I wish we had. Is that name? But it's too. What can you do? Do you know what I mean? It's too late.
But you can't change it now.
No,
You
I'm
can't
not. I can't.
rebrand
You know what? Let's do it. Let's rebrand.
Sure we can.
17 years later.
Yeah, we can rebrand.
Yeah, we're the awesome
Rebrand it to
gamers.
Aches and Games. Just-
Yeah,
just
Aches and
steal it.
Games and
The
Eggs.
original
Steal it.
Aches and
Ga-
Games.
games and eggs.
Games and eggs.
Yeah. So one day you're just gonna see the feed, James, and you're like, oh, they fuckers, they fucking did it.
Go for it.
Fucked us.
Do
Yeah,
it.
They fucked us over.
eggs and games, but we swear. That's what I'll name it. But we
Yeah,
swear
there
a
you
lot.
go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why? By the way, can we ask
Fucking
what's the
Aches and
conscious effort not to swear?
More professional. Yeah,
Is that it?
James. No,
Is that the
James.
reason?
Why don't you
No.
swear on your show?
It's because the first couple of episodes we did it for a bit of fun, and so some of our
Some
friends could
lols.
sort of listen to what we were doing and have a little catch up about all that kind of
Always
shit.
worried about being judged.
No, and some of their kids used to watch or
Ah.
listen at the time.
Oh.
Some of our friends' kids used to tune in. And
Yeah,
listen
I
to what
probably
we're up to.
shouldn't curse because some of my students might be listening.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, you say that, but then like Antonio, who's now a
Oh
dad,
my God.
incidentally, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and look how bad
congratulations.
he messed up. Look how he
He's
turned
been
out to
listening
be.
since he was 10 years old. I mean, he's been listening to
No,
us
he wasn't
a long,
10.
long
He
time.
wasn't
He
10.
was about 10 or 11,
13.
He was 13.
No,
He was 13.
He was
no, he was
13.
older.
Well,
Yes,
I'll
he
tell you
was.
what.
Stop.
I'll tell you what. He's going to come on the show in
Antonio,
about 10
clarify
seconds.
this.
He's going to be here in about 10 seconds. So we'll
I'm
ask him.
telling you now, he was about 10 years
Well,
old.
we need
You
to-
gonna put money on this, Stu? How many pounds do you want to put in on it?
Every week
I
with this,
think I am
James, I have to
because
deal
I
with
know,
this
I
shit.
All right,
know.
10
Too
pounds.
much.
Because he was doing his parish video game podcast with his school friends, and he was definitely about 10.
Right, he's coming
All
on.
right,
so we
10
can...
pounds on it. Let's
10
see.
pounds, jeez.
It's
It
weird
was a
though, because
long,
when
long time
it's
ago.
weird because when you don't swear, then it feels odd when you do. So last week,
Yeah.
a little shit popped out last week, and I was
Oh,
like, "Oh,
we
that
both
felt
went
really
there.
odd."
And then you cursed
the
after
start
that
now.
shit
Yeah.
popped out.
That's the
That's
start now.
Yeah.
You
Too
do
slow.
one bad
Was it
thing in a
sworn once?
podcast. Yours is swearing virtual gamers. His is racism.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta have a vice of some kind.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta have
Yeah, you do.
something, you know. Yeah, I think because I remember a few people sort of have said to me like either face to face or over emails like, oh yeah, I can't play it in the car because I'm driving my kids to school. You know, and you've dropped the C
Well, there
word.
is that, I
You've dropped the
guess.
C
There is
word
that.
about
Yeah,
10
you do.
times, and it's pre-intro. I'm like, I don't know what you want to do.
You think though, like it's because it's. See, for me, we do ours every week, right? And we drop.
You
well,
drop, yeah, yeah.
Every week when I have to post it. Is it explicit language? You
Oh, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
bet your ass there is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Get in there, son.
It's
But
nothing
but it's almost cathartic, right? It's me for me
Yeah.
doing it every week. It's
It's
hanging
therapy,
out
it's
with friends.
therapy.
It's therapy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Therapy is just being able to swear and just hang loose a little bit.
Mhm.
Now I
You
try
know
to
what?
avoid
You know what?
C bombs are what we try to avoid if we
Yeah,
can.
do you know
That's
what?
how I
Back in
measure
the
if it's a
day-
tough episode.
No.
so.
Back in the day, no one gave a shit on iTunes. You could like swear as much as you like. You didn't even have to put
Yeah.
an explicit rating. No one ever did anything.
You could
no one was
read,
like,
you could read
"Ooh."
Hitler's speech, you know,
You could
and
just
like,
get away with
an
murder,
apple,
like,
would
no
be
one
like,
cared what you were doing.
sweet,
Yeah,
no problem.
They didn't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Yeah.
You get our
No one
money.
gave a shit. And it was only later
now
that
that's
we
just
put
what
the
Twitter is.
explicit thing on.
But I think,
Yeah.
I think like YouTube has changed everything because like you can't, if you want to monetize everything, you've got to be all squeaky clean on there. So I think
Super professional.
people try and be squeaky clean. I don't hate it, but I need to swear.
I don't know,
Re-
man. That's not what I
release-
saw on Bad Influence, the series on Netflix.
Oh, the kid
They're doing all
influence
kinds of
thing.
outrageous
oh, yeah, yeah,
shit.
Yeah, yeah, I've
Right,
seen it.
but you
Ah,
but
damn.
do you not reckon if you had some skin in the game where like, maybe it was apart from the Saudi money, obviously, we're not
yeah, all
counting
the,
that.
no,
But if there was
no,
generally
the,
you
the
were
money was
turning
just
and earning,
resting
right?
in the account. Yeah, go on.
If you were turning and earning every week and like one of the criteria was not to swear, you could do it.
Oh yeah, I could do it
Very good.
for cash. I can do
Right?
a lot of things
Fuck
for
off,
cash.
I
But
could
we
do- I
don't
couldn't do that
but we
shit.
don't know anybody jack shit, so
No,
you can just
no, no.
fucking swear as much as you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, and like
Fuck you, Jack.
we got
Shit.
Patreons
Go on,
and stuff.
James, I want to hear it. Drop it. Let's go.
Come on, Jack.
Which one would you like me to drop?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
the best
blimey, I
one.
feel like we're
The
in
ones
year
in the back
6 again. I
pocket.
feel like
Come on.
flashbacks here. It's literally there.
It's weird. I used to have some American friends when I used to do forums and blogs and all kinds of stuff, and they used to love it when we said wanker because wanker seems to be a very
Yeah.
British one. Yeah.
yeah. This is a good one. Yeah.
right.
Bollocks
I-
and wanker were very
I
British
will
ones.
say,
Yeah.
actually, whenever I go to the States quite often, and the amount of times people just said, I love it when you swear. They
Yeah,
love
yeah.
hearing the
It's
British
better,
swear.
isn't it?
right?
Yeah.
It's like
They
the
have
only
those people.
the thing that
Yeah,
I
you
can
know what I'm
relate to is like
talking
when I hear a Scottish person swear. It's like it's so much better than how I
Yeah.
swear. Yeah,
They
it's
can't
great.
not swear in that accent though. You have to
Yeah,
swear.
yeah, fucking bastard. Yeah. Yeah. So I can, American listening to a British person. It just,
It's so much classier.
it's quippier.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not as threatening, I think, to them.
Fucking hell. Yes. Yeah. That's right. So good.
Well,
I
still wakes the deep. That was very Scottish, wasn't it? And had lots
very, very Scottish. Stu,
Tasty
love that
language.
one. You love that
It's a
one,
good game.
Stu.
So, sorry?
You,
What?
sorry,
Still wakes the deep.
Are we troubling you?
I'm just listening. I'm just listening. It's
Yeah,
like
you're
I'm
If you
giving
were
me
listening
shit
to the
about
show.
multitasking.
If you were
what
listening,
are you doing?
if you were listening, you would know that James asked about Still Works the Deep.
Yeah.
Well, did he? I just
That's-
heard the Scottish swearing thing. I mean,
That
I
was
missed
like
it. Still
10
Wakes
minutes
Deep.
ago. Yeah. go
I
on.
love Still Wakes the Deep, by the way. It's such a great game. It's
Do
so
you?
good.
I
Yeah, I
realize
love
you like that one.
Love that game. Oh
It's pretty
yeah,
fun.
that boss, authentic.
Ugh.
He could swear.
Oh,
He
the
bloody
actual
hell.
boss, but like the boss of the
boss of
rig.
the oil rig.
Not
Boss
a,
fight,
not,
yeah.
not a boss fight. No,
The
no.
boss of the the boss of the rig.
You wanted to
The
fight
boss
him.
of the rig. Brilliant.
I got annoyed that
Yeah.
all the monsters were the same though. That was the only thing that annoyed me. Bit of variation would have been nice.
I guess, but who cared? I mean, it was just so good. I liked the game. I liked the dialogue and the setting, and there was a lot to like about that game. There
It
was a
felt
lot
like
to
you were
but I
on
do
a rig.
agree. Some of the sneaking around was a bit frustrating.
That's what
It's kinda-
put me
you
off.
know.
That's what put me off. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a game where I sneak around. I'd play a game where I just listen to Scottish people swear all the time. I'd play that all day,
Yeah.
like no problem. But yeah, and it also bothered me that the pool table was American pool, and it was like, there's no way.
Yeah, you didn't like that.
It
did
really
you?
pissed me off.
What is this
Right.
bullshit? Get this
Yeah,
shit
it
out
should,
of
it
here.
should be. It should be.
Should've
red,
been reds
red
and
and yellow
yellows,
balls.
shouldn't it?
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
that's
it
just-
should have been.
I wasn't happy about that, James. To be honest, that really.
It's put me off
bothered
wanting
you,
to work on
didn't
a rig as well.
yeah. That I
Well,
mean,
Ah,
work
you
on
can
a
see all
rig
those
and
cool
then-
monsters.
the monsters and stuff that didn't bother me so much. But like, if I was on that rig and I was like, you know, you got the balls wrong. It's wrong. Oh, well, no
It's
more.
wrong. Out of interest, James, what do you actually do for a living? What is your job?
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you might ask that. I work at the airport, Heathrow, Britain's
Nice.
biggest airport.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Heathrow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I manage,
Electrician, James.
no, I manage people stopping criminals from doing bad things.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, like,
Heathrow
is
was in
that-
there. We
is
saw
that-
Heathrow in the news.
Cocaine,
border
cocaine up the bum
control.
type stuff.
Whatever you want it to be, yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Wow.
That's
Interesting job, I'm guessing.
So,
Yeah,
is it?
After 22 years of working there, though, it's not as exciting as it was at the start. So,
So,
nothing's
so-
as exciting after
Yeah,
20
if you've
years.
seen one anus, you've seen them all.
Yes, allegedly.
So if
But rectums, on the other hand, oh, there's so
Oh,
much variety
oh,
of rectums.
I bet you're so glad you came on the show now.
Yeah, right.
So
Is that
you-
explicit?
No, I
guess.
want to know what your actual job is. So you're looking for criminals on the monitors, or you
You
scanning
look at
them?
the dog with the shady eyes.
Hmm.
So I manage lots of things. I'm in charge of the dogs.
Ooh.
So the dogs that sniff
Alright,
out
okay.
drugs and cash and stuff,
Sick.
and also some other teams that do some other things, looking for bad things.
So let me,
Oh,
I mean, I know
wow.
you probably can't talk a lot about it.
Oh
but,
yeah,
No.
tell us all the deets.
But
No
Talk
deeds.
all
What's-
about it.
what's the most creative concealment you've ever found or come across?
Everyone always asks that same question. It's
Oh, do
bizarre.
they? All right.
Yeah, as a lady once who had a tortoise down in Knickers, smuggling to
Oh.
Dubai.
All right.
Tortoise in a knickers.
Yeah.
There was drugs stitched into a dog.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You get all sorts. Any way you could stick something, people stick it.
How many
places.
Japs?
So is the dog still alive? Is this dog still living?
Well, it's about 20 years ago, so hopefully not.
No, I mean at the time it was a live dog with drugs stitched into it. Is that right?
Yes.
Wow.
Long time ago.
That's insane.
It
Poor
is
dog.
insane.
You're gonna do what?
No, the dog was loving it. He was like, "Yeah, I'm all coked up."
Yeah, it's the dog's idea.
Yeah,
Just
the
kidding,
dog's
yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
dude,
they blamed it on the
dude,
dog.
dude.
You
Pass-
staring
pa-
at me.
Wasn't me,
Pa-
it was the dog.
Pass me that bone. I've got an idea. All right, cut me
Hey,
open.
Shaggy. I
Again.
got an idea.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's a mad airport, isn't it? It's a mad airport.
Yeah, it's a big old place. So I've
It's a
been on
big old
Britain's
place.
busiest airport a few times.
Oh,
over
have
the
you?
years. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Back
sick.
in the day when I used to
Fly
have
with
that on.
me.
Come fly.
No, that was
with it.
before my
That
time.
was Luton though.
Ah.
That was Luton. That was Easy Jet, wasn't it? In Luton.
Yeah.
What,
yeah.
no cups?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
So if I
impressive.
wanted to smuggle a lot of meth into London, what would be the best way that nobody would see it coming?
We see everything, so don't.
They see
Ah,
it.
damn
Don't
it.
do it. Yeah.
You
Don't
can't
do it.
get away
Whatever.
with
I'm just
anything.
gonna do it by train. That's all.
Oh, you know what, James? I've got a question for you. Right?
Okay.
I'm going. I know. I'm sorry. You
Open
get
the
all this.
can of
I know.
worms now.
Right. I know you get all this
Yeah.
stuff. Right.
So I wish you hadn't asked.
I know.
Never
I'm
do.
sorry.
Nobody ever comes up to me going, "Hey, can you
I'm so
proofread
glad
something
I
I'm
for
did.
me,
sorry.
dude?"
I'm sorry. I get the same thing when people find out what I do. I make like corporate videos and stuff. But people go, "Do you make a porno?" And the answer is, "Yeah." Do you want to be in it? And they go, "Oh." No. All right. Anyway, right. Taurus, we're going on holiday, right? Not
God,
me and you,
what's this
James.
gonna
I'm
be?
going with my wife and baby.
Yes, congrats.
And she says, "Oh, like, you know, how are we going to wash the baby's clothes?" I'm like, "We just use the laundry service at the hotel." And she's like, "Bloody hell, somebody's made of money." I was like, "Well, I might bring some washing powder." And I went, "Yeah, that's a good idea." And then I thought about it. I was like, "Oh my god, we're gonna get we're gonna get anal searched because they're gonna
Yeah.
think it's cocaine
Good
Look,
I love how
are
Jenny
they-
goes right to anal search.
straight away. Straight to think.
Yeah,
I just
straight
I
away.
drop my
Straight
kids
away.
as soon as they find it.
What other kind of searches
Orifices.
are there? None. That's what.
None. So am I gonna get felt up if I take washing powder through? Are they gonna get like, oh, what's that? Do they have
Well,
things
as long
to
as you
know?
don't actually stick the washing powder up your anus.
Can they
you might
scan
be
it?
all right.
Yeah.
What I want to know, James,
Well,
like,
it depends on how far up the anus.
can
Shouldn't
they
you're a good-looking man. You're gonna get felt up.
can I
That's the name of the show: is washing powder up
No,
the
it's
anus.
not,
Put it
it's
in the
not.
show notes.
do they have scanners that can go, that's washing powder, like that's not cocaine, that's fine?
We don't have scanners that go up people's arseholes, no.
No.
What kind of scanners are you thinking?
No, not that.
It's
I'm just like,
they
it's in
get
the
chemical
suitcase.
composition.
So you got the white
It's the
powder
washing
in
powder. The washing
suitcase.
powder's in the suitcase. Do they have scanners sophisticated enough to say, yeah, we don't need to borrow with that. We know that's washing powder. Am I okay to do that, or am I going to
Have
get?
you ever seen the cover of the?
See, look at
Omni-Twin
his
album?
face. He's thinking.
Get a bit of sticky tape and write washing up,
Yeah.
and you'll be fine.
No, that's what everyone's
that's
going to
what
put on
they
their
do with
cocaine.
drugs. It's fine.
You gotta
That's how they
put
get it
you gotta put cocaine, and then they'll go, well, nobody would actually label their cocaine.
in.
Just keep it in the washing powder box. Keep the whole.
Yeah,
the whole
exactly.
box.
Would it?
Small box, get a
Would
small
it get
box.
flagged up, James? That's what I want to know. Would it like?
No, not.
What you
not-
should do,
no.
No.
Mike, is you should take your washing powder
be fine.
and put it into hundreds of small little baggies. Right, with about a little
There you
granny,
go.
and disperse them all around your wife's person, right? And then
Yeah. And a big
Yeah.
duffel coat
And you'll
thing.
be
And then
you'll
how
be
shitty
fine.
all those
will
little
it when
baggies
you
up your
find out it's
anus.
Washing powder.
Oh man, I'm just wondering if I can do that so I can stitch her up at the airport and just go bye.
What if, James, though, what if you took
Ah.
icing sugar? What if you took icing
Oh,
sugar?
jeez.
Because that looks a bit like drugs,
Well,
doesn't it?
washing
Yeah,
powder
it's-
looks like it. Doesn't it?
Well,
the
as
same-
long as
It's
it's
been
He's been
icing
talking
sugar.
about things that look
the
like
same
cocaine.
I
argument.
can't believe how much respect they have for your job, James.
Yeah,
I've
really.
got- I've got no respect for my job after the meant to be in it, but no, as long as it doesn't smell like drugs and it doesn't look
Oh,
like
okay.
drugs, then you're generally
I have a
fine.
question for you,
Okay.
James.
Right.
So I have a question
Yay,
for you.
goody.
So when you come out of the X-ray scanner, or you're going through security, they do like a swab on a stick, and then they put that
Yeah.
swab into a machine. What are they checking when they do that?
So that's airport security. That's not me, fortunately. But they're checking for traces of explosives.
Ah, I see.
I'm trying to see if you're nasty, if you're
Yeah.
a gross
Yeah.
person
I've
with
got a
bad
question.
breath.
They just look at it and they go,
I-
ugh.
Yeah, look what came out of him.
Did you watch?
Talking
Did,
about
did you watch? Did
explosives.
you watch Carry On the movie?
Oh yeah, did you watch Carry On?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to watch it and
Carry
be
On.
like,
Ah, you would've
"That
loved
wouldn't
it.
happen,
It's
But
just
I-
like being at work.
Yeah, that's not right. That wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen.
It's
That
like
I
every
think.
time there's a scene in a movie that takes place in a school, I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not how kids act.
That's right. And every time there's a movie
And
based
don't
on
get
a,
Diane
a-
started
a-
about anything science related.
a
We,
co-
we saw the Hulk, and they had something in one of the buildings like Center for Atomic Biology, and she's like, "What the fuck does that even mean? Get that shit off of here!"
It's gobbledygook.
Talking of explosives, did you see the story today about this woman in Greece?
No.
Did you see
Did
this?
she
So
explode?
there was a
Go on.
well, pretty much. So
Oh,
there
did
was a
she?
woman in Greece.
Oh, that's a
there was a
shame.
woman in
Oh,
Greece
shit.
who was a
Yes.
bank robber.
Yeah, I did see
Right,
that.
so she
yeah.
was and she was carrying the bomb she
Mm.
was going to use to blow the
Oh
bank
my
up with, but
God.
actually blew
Oh,
herself
no.
up.
Oh,
She-
Oh,
And
no.
all the shops around herself and the cars and
God.
everything. She just blew everything.
And that was
up.
the beginning of Children of Men.
Yeah.
Damn, that's gonna
You
make
know
a
what I mean? You
rubbish
gotta
movie.
be careful with
Yeah,
bombs.
It'll
it's
be like
gonna be-
2 minutes.
That's the
Game
end
over.
of the
There you
movie.
go.
Yeah. It's going to be a YouTube
Oh.
short, I think.
Yeah.
Not really a movie. Oh, bless her.
It's best not to carry bombs
bless the
around from
bank robber.
experience.
Say again, James.
I said it's best not to carry bombs around from experience.
Yeah, and you can't even
No,
joke
no.
about it, can you? You can't
Of course,
even
you'd
say,
say that.
No.
"Oh, I got a bloody bomb in here." Like,
Well, as George Carlin said, why is it always just a joke? What about a limerick? How about a riddle?
Yeah.
Well, I remember watching
like-
Come Dine with Me. That's not the show, is it? Come Fly with Me.
Dine with me. What, they have a
Dine
bomb
with
on that?
Come Dine with Me. Sometimes the people have bombs on there, but they've Come Fly with Me, and he had a violin case, and he was like, "What's in the suitcase, sir?" And he was like, "Oh, like
Guns?
a gun or something." Like he joked, and it was like flight cancelled, can't go.
Yeah, take it very seriously.
Yeah. It's funny that, isn't it? Why do I take it so seriously?
I know.
Weirdos.
Because they can't take a chance.
No sense of humour.
No sense of
Sense of
humour.
humour.
Christ.
But it's like if you live in London, there's these people in London who do some landscaping in the garden, and then hit something metal and they're like, "What's this?" Ding, 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 ding.
Well, we've
There's
no,
something in the garden.
you don't have to be in London because like my mum and dad found.
World War II bomb.
No, my mum and dad found a World War II bomb in their garden.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So it
My
happens.
my
It
mum,
happens.
yeah, but we're not in London. We're in like bloody Wolverhampton.
Wolverhampton.
And there's a
Yeah.
there's a
we
new.
remember the Blitz of Wolverhampton.
Who would want to bomb Wolverhampton?
I know.
Everyone.
It sort of looks like it's
It
already been
looks-
done.
Doesn't want to bomb
It already
Wolverhampton.
looks
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's been bombed.
Do you know? And there's a newspaper thing with my mum, like, you know, with the bomb, like, well, she's not with the bomb, like, hey, she's like,
She's like holding up big thumbs up.
Holding it.
Yeah.
Pointing it.
she's
Bomb.
no, but she's like by the
Take
by
this,
the
Krauts.
by the bit where she dug it up, and she's like, oh, so this woman dug up a bomb. But speaking of places where I live that look like an absolute shithole, Jason wrote in last week about a game based in Birmingham, and we were all like,
That's
"What's he
right.
talking about?" And it's true. There is a game that's based in.
Yeah.
Well, it says 14th century Birmingham, but I went to Birmingham last week and it looks exactly the same. Like there's no difference.
Yeah.
Was it called Birmingham in the 14th century?
No, it's called like Birmingham's a piece of shit or something. It's something like that. Like
No, I mean I know that's
God
not
save,
what the game
God
is
save.
called.
No,
but
it's called God Save
back in-
Birmingham. God Save Birmingham.
Yeah, but it wasn't
Have
called
you seen the
Birmingham in
gameplay trailer for
1400.
this,
I
by
saw,
the
I
way?
saw, yeah, I saw it, and it's like
It looks pretty impressive.
it-
but I'm like, that
accurate.
can't be real.
Accurate is what I was going to say. Accurate.
Yeah.
But
I'm not entirely sure it's.
it's a
gonna
it's a
be as
polished
slick.
gameplay.
It looks very slick.
that
and I'm
that,
like, that ain't
to
gonna be
me
that slick.
screams E3 polished gameplay
Yeah, it does.
trailer
Oh,
that is
definitely.
completely bollocks and just
Yeah,
when
it
he
is.
was
I
shooting the
thought that
ladder and all this,
instantly.
I was like, none of that's going to be in the game. That's complete
No,
nonsense.
I instantly thought that.
Oh, well.
I was like, it looks fucking cool.
Oh, it
but
looks
it ain't
good.
gonna be like that when
Yeah,
it comes
no,
out.
no,
If it is, it's going to be impressive.
Yeah.
But I can't
Yeah.
imagine it's going to be
if
anything
you
like that.
if you're interested in what games look like when they're on E3 and what they actually look like, there's a Ubisoft.
Well, it's even
comparisons
like
and
Last
stuff.
of Us 2. Last of Us 2, when they showed that at E3, they had all this really cool stuff going on. And then
Yeah,
when the
playing a
actual
guitar.
game came out, well, no, it was even the way Ellie sort of moved around and all that. Or was it the original
Yeah.
Last of Us? It might have been the original Last of
Yeah,
Us.
they showed her and she was
Um,
like only had like 7 fingers. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, exactly. But the actual game was nothing anywhere near as complex, as what the gameplay trailer that they showed at E3. Well, that doesn't happen anymore, so who cares? There's no such thing anymore, is there?
Now it's every trailer that comes out. We're just like, that's not
Yeah.
what it's gonna look like.
Now it's just the fucking Game Awards, and they go, oh, let's show you these millions of trailers. Oh, let's have an award. I'd forgotten about those.
I was going to say,
Gents, sorry, gents. I'm just going to dive in. I'm going to
Oh,
my
you
excuses
Canadians.
and duck out.
Okay.
And I saw Antonio because Antonio's arrived. I'm going to duck
Oh.
out, but
Antonio.
Great to see
clear some
Fraser.
space. But
Yeah,
good
Fraser,
to see
peace
you all.
out.
Yeah,
Thanks,
hi
Fraser.
Antonio and bye Antonio, and yeah, thanks guys. Congratulations on 800. I'll catch you later.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank you,
Fraser.
Bye.
nice to meet you.
Bye.
How do I get out of here?
Thank
I don't
God
know.
he's gone, eh?
Oh, thank God.
I'm old now. I don't know what I'm doing.
I can kick you out, Fraser, if you want. I don't know.
What the
I think
fuck?
so. Remove. No, I think it might ban you
just
though.
get
I did
rid
it
of it.
before and
Help
it
him out
banned
here,
someone.
Ginny.
So you just gonna have to figure. It's at the bottom right. It's at the bottom right.
Oh, here
Just
it is,
click
Lee.
It's bottom right.
Get
Bottom
out of
right.
here. All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
Antonio.
He's funny.
Antonio's here.
Bless him.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody. Hello.
What's up,
Oh,
Dad?
there he
Works. Hello.
goes.
Oh, look at him. He's
Hey.
down.
Hello,
Look how
everyone.
tired he
Tired.
looks. Look how tired he is.
Yeah, baby.
And
Hello,
yet you're
everyone.
here.
Yeah, I
Like
remember.
everyone else.
I remember when I had a baby bloody ages ago. It was
Yeah.
ages ago, actually. 19 months ago when I had my little baby. But
There it is.
Antonio, congratulations. Another
Thank you.
new dad
Congratulations.
on the show.
Yay.
Thank you.
How you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, it's been busy. We I think we had him home for a couple hours before we had to take him back to hospital. I won't go into it, but yeah, it's been a long few days. So let's make it like that. There we
Alfonso,
go.
isn't it? Alfonso.
Yeah, that's better.
Alfonso, yeah,
Yes,
Alfonso. Yeah,
Alfonso.
sorry, I'm not in my studio. It looks like shit.
That's
so
okay.
I'm
Don't
afraid
worry about
It's
it.
you have the
fine.
lovely
It looks
iPad
bad.
view.
That's fine.
Antonio, if you don't want to play Rocket League with me anymore, you can
Yeah.
just say so. You
The
don't have to come up with these
excuses.
excuses.
Yeah, you don't have to have a
Well,
baby.
Well,
just to stop
I had a
doing it.
baby or something.
Antonio, you need to settle an argument, please.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
please.
you
What's
do.
this
So,
argument then?
how old were you when you started
How
listening
old
to
were
the
you
show?
when you first listened to us? Yeah.
I think I was 12.
12.
Oh, fuck.
That's
You said
closer to 13 than to 10.
I said 10. I said 10, 11.
You
to
owe
be
me
fair.
10
No, you
pounds.
didn't say 10, 11. Shut
I
up.
did. I
You
said
said
You
10,
bullshit. You said
Oh,
10.
hold on. When did Heavy
I was
Rain come out?
11.
When did Heavy
Heavy
Rain
Rain
come out?
came out. I think it's 2010. I think.
Was it? Was it 2010?
I think so.
I know,
Let's find out.
We
Let's
need
find
to
out.
check this. Let's check
find out.
this.
Because I was looking for people. I was looking for like people who talk about Heavy
People
Rain.
who are playing.
Yeah.
2010.
Let's have a look.
2010.
Yeah.
Feb 2010.
I played it.
There you go. So yeah, 12. It'll be 12 then. Yeah.
12.
Yeah, because you were doing because I thought you were a bit younger than that, because I remember you doing your parish podcast thing.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So,
do remember that many years ago.
James, we used to go to a show every week called EGX. Do you know what EGX is?
Every week.
Every
I
week.
play
Every
one
year.
every
Every
week.
year.
Yeah,
Every
it's
year.
not every
Every year. Every year. I said
All
a
right,
thing
it's
wrong.
Monday. Time to go to E EGX.
Mike said a thing wrong. Right. So have you heard of EGX?
No, but I'm guessing it's a gaming thing.
It's
hopefully.
a gaming
It
convention,
is.
and we used to go. When it was,
Eurogamer.
we used to be called Eurogame, and then it was EGX, and it's had different organisers, and it's grown a lot. We used to go when it was small, and then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. One year they used to have a section that was like over 18s, right? Over 18s, and Antonio used to meet us there, and he used to be like 15, 16, and then one year we were like, we're getting you in there. We're gonna get you in there, right? So we Assassin's Creeded it, right? So we surrounded him with like adults, right?
And then we stabbed a bunch of people in the neck.
Yeah, then we stabbed the guy on the door. And,
blades in her wrists.
To be fair, a lot of that was a blur after that. Like I think we got arrested after that. But no, we got you into the over 18s, didn't we, Antonio? Yeah.
I think I played nothing because I was so anxious, just walked away. So it was all for nothing.
Nah, you got you all worked up, and then later you had a baby.
But I remember.
I think the year was 2013, because I can picture Tomb Raider, and I think that was when the reboot series started.
But I remember sorry, Dan. Was you saying?
I was about to say I was a bit of a sacrificial lamb, because I remember I actually got stopped by the security guard.
Oh,
really?
did you?
That's because you had that stuff in your anus.
Yeah, he asked me for my ID.
Washing powder.
All that meth up my ass.
Yeah, it was washing powder, exactly.
Yeah, I remember like one year, like everybody went to the over 18s and you couldn't go in, Antonio, and I felt bad. So me and you queued
did go
up
to the over
for
35s.
Me and you queued up for Splatoon. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
And poor Antonio, he thought he was going to see the movie Platoon, and then he's like, "What is this? This isn't about Vietnam."
So yeah.
Oh
so
God, I hate that movie. So boring.
What? Why do you hate that movie?
Really?
Boring? What
I
are you
hated
talking
it.
about?
It was just boring.
You're joking. You're
I
joking.
remember watching, but I wasn't very old at the time. But I watched it, right, and I was
Were you
like, what-
6?
Why is there? Was it? Well, when did it come out? What year did that come out? I wasn't
Well,
very
is
old.
this all I do now? Is just
80s?
find out when
I think it's
things.
1990.
I don't know.
And
I
let him
wasn't
get it
very
wrong. I
old.
want another 10 pounds.
It's 1986.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
was 86. Nice.
Yeah, you see, so I was, what was I? 72,
My bad.
14. So I was 14 years old when I watched that.
I was 1.
And I remember watching it and thinking, it's just boring. It's really
I think even at
serious and
14, I
boring.
would have been able to figure out, this story about the horrors of war. I think
This
I'd
isn't-
be okay, even though
I
I'm
This
prefer-
isn't First Blood.
I prefer,
love First Blood. Why is it not
First
like
Blood.
First Blood?
No, I prefer Full Metal Jacket if I'm gonna pick a sort of.
Well,
Vietnam
Full Metal Jacket's a
movie.
better movie than Platoon. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I had
But
Platoon
they're
on the
both
Spectrum.
interesting.
You what,
important.
James?
Not saying that I had Platoon on the Spectrum. It was one of my first
Oh, was it on the
computer
Spectrum?
games.
Oh,
Great
wow.
game.
Jesus.
I don't remember that game.
Yeah, I remember it. It used to be like a red cover with a bloke diving up from the ground with some
That's
dog
it.
tags on his neck.
Yeah.
Great game.
Yeah.
One of the best Spectrum games ever.
There was no
about
great Spectrum.
I was
games,
actually about to
let's
say,
be
is that a good
honest here.
compliment?
Come
Amazing
on, let's
games.
be honest here.
A Green Beret.
Well, maybe
and
the bar was kind of low.
Commando
so-
and all sorts. Great games.
Tic
Have you
Tac.
played these games
Remember that?
recently, James? Have you played them in
Saber
2025?
Interesting. I played it. I whipped it out of the loft and showed my son a couple of years ago, thinking he was going to be inspired by how great it was when I used to play, and they were awful.
Yeah.
It's
They
like
are terrible
it's just
games.
green, black, and white.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
it's just dreadful.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah,
Platoon
the Hobbit.
now.
The Hobbit was pretty good. Do you remember the Hobbit?
Hobbit was good. That was very, very original, wasn't it?
Text Adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Like I said,
I'm
they
trying to remember.
sold
School
for
Days.
110.
Do you remember School Days?
And Dizzy and great games.
Yeah,
Dizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Milk Run, wonderful games.
Yeah,
Great
that one.
times.
Yeah.
And they had a version of Paperboy. Do you remember that?
Paper was
The
good.
version of Paperboy.
If there's a
But
Land
you see,
Before
my mate-
Time. Oh.
You see,
Great
the problem
Escape.
was my mate had a Commodore 64. And I used to go around his house, and his looked infinitely better, had more colours,
Yeah.
like anything that was in the arcade on his. It looked kind of similar. Like Outrun looked a little bit like Outrun. On the Spectrum, Outrun was terrible.
Do you remember the back of the
I mean, it was-
boxes?
Oh,
The back of the game box
yeah,
had
oh, yeah,
screenshots
it's
from
just
every little
actual-
one.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Spectrum one was a black and green blob, and then
We used to,
like
we used to actually have
Atari
in Leyland, there used to be a shoe repair shop that also rented out Spectrum games on tapes. Yeah, it was a proper weird thing. But
And
you
it was
obviously
run
had a
by
later,
the mayor
Yeah.
of Preston. Like
You
it
obviously
wasn't-
had a latest
And he had all sorts of
because-
washing powder in his
Yeah,
ass.
yeah, he did. Yeah.
Because I had the very original 48K with the rubber keys Spectrum is
My
what
friend
I
had one of
had.
them, yeah.
Yeah, and I had to have an external tape recorder attached to it, to load the games up. And you used to spend fucking ages turning the volume slightly up and slightly down because it'd nearly load and then crash right at the
And it's
when
like,
you were trying to load.
And it's like our tape loading error right at the end. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I used to hate it.
By the way, Antonio, I don't know if you know, but we have no sound effects this week because Stu
Oh.
can't hear him.
I can't hear
shame.
them, man.
Mate,
Uh,
why am I
although
here?
I
Why am
did
I
hear
here
a
then?
few. I have heard them.
Well, I was saying,
Hmm.
how do you think I feel?
Mate,
Purpose
if only you
God
could
is
bring
possibly
them,
be
if only you
serving.
could bring them to Rocket League, Duke. That would be a way to
Yeah,
show
exactly.
the people. Yeah,
That'll be the business.
that'd be the way.
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
Is that the baby, Dan?
Sorry, yeah. Can you
Can you tell James to shut up, please?
I was gonna say,
Can you keep it down, motherfucker?
Jesus
What the hell's
Christ.
going on?
making a few sounds.
Yeah, sorry.
He
so-
wants to be on the show already.
Dan, have a word. You're the dad. You got to come on. You know what I mean?
lay down your
You gotta-
authority from
yeah,
the
yeah, just
start.
like early. See, Antonio's not getting disturbed,
Yes.
so you got to sort it out. You know
Well,
what
it's because I'm lying with a dog, not with a baby. The baby's in the other room.
Look
That's
at this
rude. It's
dog.
only a few days old. You're already calling it a dog.
What are you playing apart from Rocket League, Antonio? You're not allowed to talk about that.
It's interesting. So the past
Hey,
like
Rocket League.
4 months, I've had very little free time. So if I
wonder
play a
why.
game, it's more likely on the Steam Deck. And Stu, I must say, I don't like. I think the Steam Deck is great if it's like your only console, but the amount of loopholes just to get a game to work, I find fucking irritating.
Sometimes, not all
Every
the
single
time, but
game
it
I've
depends.
used, and I've played 10 games like that.
I
has
love
some
this.
error.
I'm really enjoying
when
this,
I load it.
Antonio. I'm
Let
really
me get my
enjoying this.
popcorn.
So
But I
explain
will
what
say,
games have you
though,
been
if I
playing on it?
had
What have you
that-
been playing?
If I had a Steam Deck as a kid, oh my god, I'd be so happy. It's just because I'm used, to a console nowadays. The main issues I normally have is just compatibility errors. Like Rocket League, for some reason, keeps having errors that I have to change the Proton version it's on.
Yeah, because you keep updating the Proton, and sometimes it breaks games that work.
See,
It's
this is the
really
shit we
weird.
don't hear, Antonio.
So,
Like, all this stuff.
I was
It's
waiting.
true. No, it is true.
I had before Alfonso was born, I had to take my partner to the hospital, and there's a bit we had to wait. So I bought the Steam Deck. There was no Wi-Fi. I thought I'll play it. No, you need to be connected to the internet. There is a loophole where if you connect then disconnect, great. But if you're on a plane,
oh my god,
you've got you've got
So
a 800 gram
to play
paperweight.
what? What are you
Anything.
playing? No, not that I can turn the internet off and I can still play installed games.
I have a theory. My theory is that if it has DRM built in, that might be why it does that.
Oh yeah, sometimes you do have that problem because
Oh,
it has
yeah,
to
yeah,
do a
yeah,
connection.
Which
Just
is-
depends what game it is.
Yeah, so
But
if I'm playing games,
no.
it's like useless. So
No.
I tried to play the only game
I'm
I
going to
had been
check
playing.
this. I'm just going to double check this,
Please,
but I've
please do.
definitely played games offline.
£10 on it.
I am sure you're right. That's my theory. That's what I thought. Once I calmed down of wanting to smash this £500 device, is
Ooh.
I'm gonna guess DRM. That's my guess.
You definitely can't play Rocket League though because that
Oh,
is
obviously.
definitely
Not with that attitude.
needs a
Well,
Wi-Fi connection.
It does have an offline mode though. So
Yeah, true.
but yeah, I've been playing Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. That's what I've been playing in my
Oh,
spare
yes.
time, which
Okay.
is basically what Skull and Bones should have been. It's
Yeah.
it's
People
really
like
good.
it. People
Yeah.
like it. Did that come
Yeah.
out this year, Antonio?
It came out
early.
February, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Sorry about the camera; it's bouncing on my knee. Yeah, it came out in February. Yeah, and it's
Unacceptable.
It's fine, but like it's definitely probably one of the worst Yakuza games. But a bad Yakuza game is a
It's still
good game
alright.
still.
Yeah.
No, the worst Yakuza game was the zombie one.
Yeah, and Dead Cells
remember
probably
the
is one.
zombie?
Yeah, Dead Cells probably is the worst.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, definitely. I barely got into that game. I played for about probably an hour or so, and I'm like, nah.
That
No,
describes
it's not good.
every Yakuza game I've ever played. Like, I've
Like,
only played,
No, there's some really good ones.
I played 2 of them. I played Yakuza 3 and I hated it,
Mhm.
and I played Yakuza 0 and I hated it.
Yakuza 0 is one of my favorite games that I will never touch again. That and Persona 4, just because the amount of time and patience you need for the game.
Oh,
my
Persona 4,
couldn't
man.
do it.
Oh, that is a
Like,
slog.
I was explaining to a friend of mine why I like the newest one, like the main one called Infinite Wealth. It's because it gets rid of a lot of the problems the older games had of wasting your time.
It wastes a lot of my time.
Yeah, I will not
Ah.
deny that. I will not deny that
Like
at all.
different
You
style
will.
of cutscenes next back to back.
Yes, I know that it's being remade for the Switch too, and like the main selling point of that is it actually has cutscenes, like all cutscenes now.
Oh, see that
Which-
that would draw me in a bit, but still, like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just a pain.
It's a very strange game design because the first hour is normally high tense, like this is fun, and then you got to do fetch quests for an hour.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
where I got to. I started to like fetch this ring, and I'm like,
Yep, you had to fetch a ring for someone. Yeah,
Fuck
in
off.
the sequel or the first game, you have to like fetch dog food. I think for an hour. I remember. It's a very strange game design. But luckily, the newest one, like the first 5 minutes, you're in a fight. You just get straight to it.
yeah. Isn't there like a child in that game that was really annoying or something?
Yes, you can. I just ignore him. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, speaking of annoying children in video games, those
Mhm.
those children in Claire Obscure Expedition 33,
Mhm.
kill them. Instantly wanted to kill them. I just awful.
Install that mod right away.
Yeah, just like there's like we want to be just like get rid of this child out of here. No chance. Awful.
My grandparents got murdered. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
No, go away, please. Just chuck them. Just chuck them in the sea now. Like, just no, devil's children. Cool. Well, has anybody got any questions? Ben, you haven't spoke for a while. Put your oar in. What was you
no,
watching then? What was you watching? You were watching something.
It's watching porn.
Watching. Oh yeah, you see, we've all got our vices. Yours is swearing, his is racism, mine's massively porn.
No, since I was late, what is James? What was your occupation, mate?
Oh no.
Oh, don't ask.
No,
No.
no.
Smuggling things in the anus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on,
That's what I
James.
do. Everything I do is relating to the anus.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I do a podcast, but I also work at Heathrow managing people.
Fair enough. I
Yeah,
just heard like
stuff.
airline stuff, and I can't
Yeah.
describe the anxiety I had when I took creatine monohydrate on a plane because I wanted to bring it with me. If you know what that is,
Mm,
it's just it's a white powder substance that is a
Yeah.
supplement. Yeah, for the
As long as
listeners.
you write it on sellotape what it is,
Yeah.
you're all right.
I think I got stopped
We've
for that.
established that's fine.
I
As
got
long as
stopped
no
for
one
a
finds
candle.
it, it's fine. Everything's fine if you don't find it.
I did get stopped for a candle though. That I had to wait an hour at LAX.
candle?
'cause- Yeah, they had to go at me for having a candle.
Damn.
Was it in your anus?
In case you lit it on the plane.
No, but it was an anus-scented candle.
Yeah, that
You
would
can't
flag
be
up if it
lighting
was in your
candles
anus.
on a plane.
That if anything, they're looking out for you. You know what I mean? They're like,
Yeah,
oh, you
really.
shouldn't really go anywhere with that lip. Yeah. Chanty Brain says someone needs to clip the bit where Chinny comments about killing children.
We got a lot of bits we're
no,
gonna
it's
clip
video.
this week.
It's video game children. It's not-
Duke's on that. Duke's on it already.
Yeah. What was the last TikTok I did? I can't remember. There was another one. I don't know. Was it? These guys never see them. I don't know if they see them anymore.
I don't have TikTok anymore. I
Yeah.
uninstalled
No,
that
I
shit.
see them.
Oh, you
I
see
see
them?
'em.
Oh, you
I see them.
Oh, you see them, Jane? Oh,
Yeah, I
right.
see
Oh yeah,
them.
because you were on the Tick and Talks, aren't you? Yeah.
Love
I
it.
see-
Love me a bit of TikTok.
Oh god, it's addictive, isn't it? I do.
Makes you
love
feel
it.
young.
I just
Yeah.
like
Only if you're recording dance challenges.
the thing is with TikTok. I've realised this week. It's like it's fast food for the brain, isn't it? It's just your brain just like, oh, give me all of that. Keep going, and it's hard to stop.
It's interesting. Do you know of the term brain rot?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I was interesting. I was reading a few papers about it because I'm really interested. Because my job, for people who don't know, I work in social media, and there's an interesting theory about it that the brain rot isn't necessarily the content; it's the act of doing this constantly. Like,
Yeah, it's like
because like, even
scrolling
just doing that now, I kind of feel something up here going like, this feels quite satisfying. It's probably because you're like expecting something nice to happen.
Well, it's right.
You know
It's
what I
the
mean?
next thing. You're
Yeah.
pulling up something that
But,
you
like-
are sure will be good.
Like I remember watching the video. It said, "Do this now. You will feel something if you're, on social media." And I went, "Holy shit, you're right."
Yeah, but how
Like,
much of it is being like, somebody somewhere goes, I'm gonna make Mike really get into blacksmithing, so I'm just gonna feed him a lot of blacksmithing videos for a laugh, and then all of a sudden I'm into it. Just you can just really like turn you around on
First as a joke.
Is
then
that
as a
fair?
real-
I've got one with charity shops. This woman goes around, and this lad goes around charity shopping. I'm like, oh, what bargains is he going to find in this
Yeah.
charity
So,
shop?
so if
Let
it's
me
that
tell ya.
easy to manipulate you to get into blacksmithing or charity shop purchases, how
And then every
easy
so
is
often
it
they
to
just slide in
bend it?
a
Yeah.
China thing, and I'm like, you know what? I agree. Next.
You know,
Back
what,
to
this
charity
this
shops.
this Trump
Yeah,
guy's
right.
not too bad.
You know,
Yeah.
Tibet's not really all that important. Like, what fucking ever, man.
Right.
Boo
To be
hoo,
fair,
Dalai
I did
Lama.
like when Trump and all that were having a massive scrap. He's like, by the way, you know those expensive goods? Yeah, we make them all here in these exact shops where they're made from. I was like, making a note.
Don't get Duke started on Trump, please, Ben.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Duke
don't.
started.
Yeah,
Oh.
true. It's episode 800.
Yeah, we got to keep it light.
Motherfucking
Got to keep it
bastard.
light.
Yeah,
It's what I
keep it
played
nice.
video games that I've never done before. I completed the Minecraft story. Did you know there's
Ah.
a story in
Oh,
it?
the
End
Telltale
the
game.
Dragon.
Yeah, the end.
Oh,
of
the
it,
actual story. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dragon one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never gone near it. And
No, I've never
Whatever.
gone near it. I've never touched
yeah,
it.
that
we,
shit.
what we did is because everyone is so useless on video games because everyone's busy. We decided you get 1 month free, and we were like, "There's no like making it beautiful. The end. We've got 1 month to defeat the Ender Dragon."
yeah.
And let me tell you, bro, it was a struggle to get everyone online doing it all.
Oh,
We
yeah.
did it with 2 hours to go. We had to ring up everyone's
Nice.
wives and all that. Just say, sack anything you're doing. Leave up 10 p.m. Just hop on and try and kill this Ender Dragon.
Oh
And we
my
did
god,
it.
it sounds like old World of Warcraft, doesn't
Does
it?
yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's really not that difficult. It's just we just could not get everyone on at the exact same time.
Yeah. I imagine that's the hard part.
Yeah, it was amazing to feel like completed Minecraft now. That's it.
Yeah. Do you feel better?
Yeah. Then we've been playing Repo. You've seen this game?
Yeah,
Repo.
my student
Mhm,
teacher's
mhm.
been playing that.
Yeah, it seems a bit of veteran gamers. It's
Repo.
like
I've
eight-
never heard of it.
It's like £8. £8 on Steam, and there's like these little creatures that can crawl. You've just got to like
Isn't it
sell
a horror
value.
game? Is it
Yeah,
a horror game?
it's horror, but sell things. So you got some value, but while you pick it up and trying to drop it, things are trying to kill you. But it's just funny because it's got like voice comms and loads of different mods. I'd recommend it. It's worth it. Worth like a play date.
Playdate. God, when was the last time we had one of those? Seems
I
like a
don't-
long time ago.
Yeah, that's one thing I do miss is like playing video games with people that I know. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't do that at all.
Well, that's someone's Left 4 Dead 2, aren't it?
And that was 2009 when that came out. No, we
No,
had some.
but
we
that's
had-
where we played
trying
in
to,
Left 4
no,
Dead
we've
1
had
years
like
ago.
Rust since then, haven't we? Rust. Everyone was
Yeah.
on Rust for quite a while. Everyone did Minecraft for quite a while, didn't they? There was loads of people playing Minecraft
I remember like
together.
Phasmophobia and stuff like that. Like, that was all fun.
Phasmophobia. We had
Yeah.
quite a lot of fun with that. That was horrible. I hated that
Yeah.
game, but I
Yeah,
liked
was
it at the same
awful, yeah.
time.
I've never been.
Have you played this, James? Have you played Phasmophobia?
No, is it like a
Oh.
real motion video thing?
It's
No.
it's ghost busting basically. It's like a
Ghostbusting.
first person ghost busting game.
Makes sense. when
So
you
you
say that.
go, yeah. So you're playing co-op. You go into a haunted house. You've got to try and get rid of the spirit that's in there, and there's all different ones. You have to use all the different ghost busting tools.
Yeah.
Figure out what room it's in. Sometimes you get trapped, don't you? And sort
The
of
fun
separated
of
from
it
the rest
though
of the
was
people.
like the local audio. So like if you speak through the
Yeah.
game, you sound like you're in the next room. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you sound like you're in an echoey room, or you, and then when you like sometimes you could get killed by the ghost. All of a sudden it's like, oh no, and then you're on your
Yeah,
own.
that's
Then
like
you go.
Repo. That's
Oh, is that
literally Repo's
Repo?
got that
Because
as
I'm looking
well.
at Repo and I'm like, it does look like
Repo's got
Phasmophobia.
as well. There's a mod where it can steal your voice, the monsters. So like
Oh
while
my
I'm there, I'll be doing it, and I'll just hear Stu talking. I'll be like, Stu's just like, "Hey, over here, help me, mate, help me."
Oh, it's
You
one
go
of the
over, and
monsters.
it's the
Wow.
monster, and it kills you.
Nice.
I've never been like when I played Phasmophobia. I went in when I was just trying it to see if it worked. I went into this basement and I was playing it, and it's all creepy. And then I just heard,
It is very creepy.
and my neck, like the hairs on my neck, like oh my! I never had a feeling like that before. Like we're playing like a horror game, like obviously horror games they make you jump and stuff, but just and I went, oh god! It just went through my body. It was awful feeling, but good fun.
It was good fun, but it was creepy, wasn't it?
Very
The
creepy.
school, when they introduced the school level, that was
Yeah.
proper creepy.
'Cause
The
it was
school,
massive as well, wasn't it?
because it were big,
Yeah,
and you used to get separated, and then the next thing you're locked in a classroom somewhere with
Yeah.
a ghost, and
yeah,
you're
the
like,
door shuts. And you're like, oh god, yeah.
yeah.
Fun.
I found
It was-
Hellblade quite creepy with the binaural sound. Hellblade, where she got the voice in her head. That
You
freaked
played
me
that,
out.
Stu? You
Yeah,
liked
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah. I love Hellblade.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Second
never...
one was very eye candy, but not very good.
haven't tried
A
that
lot
one
of
yet.
icon.
The first one was good, but I haven't got around to the second one yet.
First one's great. Second one, it looks amazing, but there's not a lot of game there. But it looks great. I mean, if you want to see something that pushes technology about as far as it goes in video games currently, that's a good game to choose. That and Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 looks amazing.
Yeah, it's one of the about 80 games in my library. I played Alan Wake 1, love that one. That's one of my favourite games. Alan
Yeah,
Wake's great.
Alan Wake 2 is brilliant.
Still got to play Control, I haven't played that yet. It's hundreds of
Control's
games.
good, yeah. I like
Control
Control.
is decent as well.
I like Control. It's
That's
a very
decent.
different type of game, but I
Yeah.
like Control.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. Yeah. So.
What do we think about then? GTA 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, delayed.
It got delayed.
Delayed.
I could feel every publisher and game developer just
just
going,
out of interest,
"Oh, thank
right?
God it's told us when it's coming out. Now we can release our games."
Had they actually announced a release date for it? Because I didn't think
They
had.
they announced the year 2025.
May,
Right.
weren't it? As well.
Say again?
May on it. They put May.
Oh, did
No.
they?
They,
May
they-
2025.
No.
I didn't think they'd
On the
done that.
trailer. No, they
No,
said
it
they
was
put
May
2025.
2026.
It's,
I don't think
it's
there
now
was an
it's now
actual
May
month.
2026, but on the original trailer where they released the 2025.
Oh yeah,
there's no month,
2025.
yeah.
No. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I only know
Yeah.
that, Ben, because I had to make that TikTok where I predicted it, and then I had to like put the year on. So I've been through that video like a
Yeah.
fine tooth comb.
So everybody releasing a game this year now, like
Yeah, because
Great.
seriously though, developers have been scared to
Announce release
to
dates.
announce release dates. And then,
Yeah.
funny enough, a week before this announcement, a bunch of publishers started announcing it. So you kind of got the impression
They
that it
don't-
got
they
like, they
obviously have
knew
the
it.
vibe,
Yeah,
they
got
knew,
like they knew something. But obviously that means no game is getting released in May 2026 at all.
I would laugh if Horizon continues the trend and releases.
Oh yeah, Horizon.
Yeah.
Awesome. But personally, I don't mind. It's fine. Look, Tara
them
already
cook.
knows. Tara already knows that. Like whenever it comes out, like she could be in labour with our next kid, and I'll be like, I can't make it. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Soz.
I've just got to live a little bit longer though.
Say again.
Like, I've just got to live a little bit longer.
Well,
It
yeah,
was
I-
literally what my little brother said. Damn, I have to continue to 2026.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I was sort of planning on doing that anyway, Ben. To be fair, like, obviously, that was on the agenda. Do you know what I mean? To carry on living, for a little while anyway. But yeah, it's.
What about if it gets delayed to 2027? Then are you out?
Yeah, I'm out then. I'm out. Yeah,
you're
no,
taking the piss.
Totally out.
I'm out then. But
What about
doesn't-
you,
doesn't bother
James?
me.
Are you a GTA fan?
I've still never played GTA 5. I played it occasionally.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What
Oh my
the
God.
fuck?
I played the opening 30 minutes about 4 times.
What,
When I used to-
the snow.
When I used to
bank?
buy and sell consoles and I used to buy and sell games, I used to test out all the games for like half an hour.
Oh, okay.
So I've got half an hour into like hundreds and hundreds of games and then never went back to most of them. I've got like 3 copies of it waiting to be played, but it's nowhere near.
Is it not your thing, James, or you just never?
The originals were back in the olden days on the Amiga or PC or whatever they used to be on.
I think
So I played the first few.
PC, I think. Yeah,
Maybe PC and PS1, yeah.
PC
Yeah.
and PS1, the GTA.
And the originals. Used to love them.
Yeah.
But no.
What
I
about
don't know,
GTA 3 and Vice City and stuff? Did you play those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had all them, but maybe
Did you play 4?
no.
No.
Oh,
Had a big lull. I stopped gaming
Yeah, you're not
completely for
missing
like
much with 4.
I stopped gaming completely for years until lockdown, and it's
Oh,
only because my
really?
son was off from school and we were trying to find stuff to do. So he whipped out my Xbox, which I got for my 40th birthday, and got back into gaming. Until then, I'd given up for years.
Interesting.
You
Yeah.
poor soul.
Yeah, lockdown
No.
helped.
Run away.
You know what though? Like
Run
that's
away.
good though because what we can do now, James, is we can filter all the shit for you. So you can name
Yeah,
me
we can.
the years where you were absent from video
Ginny's
games.
great at this.
Right.
Ginny's great
My
at
my
this.
my weird superpower, James. I'm not 100% accurate, but I know what year
It's
a game
pretty
came
good.
out. Yeah, I'm pretty good at it. So you
Give him a year, he'll tell you the best games to play from
Oh, I don't know.
that
Yeah,
year.
maybe.
1821.
1821. Bartholomew goes on his bike in Hagedon.
I played nothing
Plays hoop
between
and stick.
2015 to 2020. I played nothing at all.
2015, 2020. So that's not that. Yeah, that's not that long. So did you play The Witcher 3? That was 2015.
No, never played that.
Okay.
That is
Wow.
mad though. You've missed
That's a
out on
good game.
FIFA 16, FIFA 17, FIFA 18.
which means you've not played Red Dead 2.
No, I haven't played Red Dead 2.
Which is
Again, I played the first 30 minutes. Which is just
Oh,
riding
mate, I'm playing the first 30 minutes right now. Let me tell you, that snow thing, it's longer than 30 minutes.
just riding a horse the first 30 minutes. isn't it?
Oh,
No, wait a minute. Are you talking about GTA 4 still?
No, you're also walking
Bad.
through the snow in order
No,
to creep
Red
up
Dead.
on
you
some
do.
people in a house.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, you do. You're right.
Yeah, you haven't played the God of War game.
Nope.
You haven't played Skyrim Second Edition. You haven't played Skyrim
Did you play it?
Remastered Edition. You haven't done
No.
Executive Edition.
So you must have
I
played
played
The
no
Last of
rims
Us.
at all.
The Last of Us 1 came in 2013, so you played that, and then you dipped out, and then
So no, I never played The Last of Us until I was selling a PlayStation 3 and tested it on there before I sold the PlayStation 3. So I
Wow.
played it, the first scene on the PlayStation 3, and then obviously it's quite impactful, the first scene where his
Yeah.
daughter gets
Yeah.
murdered.
Yeah.
And then I
Oh,
thought,
I was just about to play it. Thanks a lot.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
so wrecking it.
Could have
So-
done
I actually wrote about the second Last of Us game.
That is a
I don't
rough
like to
console to
talk
go
about
back
it.
to, man. PS3. That is a rough console to go back to.
Yeah.
That's a rough console.
Surprised any of them
Mostly
work.
just for how slow it is in the install process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and as
DJ
well, the
Hero.
controller, you know, because it's like
Oh, it's a
in-
horrible
is it-
controller.
It's a
Mm.
horrible controller.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a mad desire to play Split Second this week.
Oh, what game?
And I was trying to find
oh,
it.
what a game.
And I know, Matt, come on.
Oh, what a game that
Let me
was.
tell you.
See, I like Blur. Do you remember Blur?
Nah, fuck Blur.
Nah, Split
I
Second
like
was the way,
Blur.
bro.
Fuck Blur. Split
But
second
like,
shat
I
all over
finally
Blur.
got it all loaded and gave it a go. But like that controller is just.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
rough.
like a
It's
toy,
very
wasn't
rough.
it? Well, literally like
I remember
a toy
because when the
controller.
PS4 came out with their controller, it was like a revelation for them. It was like, oh, finally they've got a good controller because they've always had a wank
It
one.
actually like hurt my fingers playing it.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I remember
was
my
like,
thumbs.
What the hell
like,
were they
my,
thinking?
My thumbs touching a lot on the PS3 controller. Like,
Yeah.
oh, gross. Like I don't. The thumbs should never touch. Disgusting.
Do you know what? Split Second though, does it hold up? It does.
Does it?
It
Oh.
does.
Definitely
I
holds
had
up,
a
it
great.
definitely
The
holds up.
airport level. Do you remember the airport level?
Yeah,
You
with
drop
the
the
tower-
tower
the tower
off?
falls out.
down.
Baby.
Yeah.
Didn't realise it was made by Disney.
Yeah, it was
a Disney
Disney.
line.
Yeah, it was a Disney thing. Yeah, BlackRock, I think it was. They called. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. Weird thing. But yeah, Disney stopped doing.
Waiting for
games.
that remaster. Come on.
No,
We get
no
all these
chance.
remasters.
No chance. That is locked in the archives in the.
You can
Disney.
play it on the Series X. That's how I replayed it, and it looks nice on the Series X.
Can you buy it on Xbox? Can you?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
backwards compatible. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe one day. Yeah. interesting.
We should talk a little bit about GOAT games with James and see if he's played any of.
We're just using James as an experiment because we haven't.
We
Listen,
are, we are. We're
James,
just
you're
finding
gonna
out what
be.
he-
We
what
got some
makes him
questions
tick.
for you.
And that's not.
What makes him tick.
We're not talking about Goat Simulator, James. We're talking about greatest of
I've
all.
played that.
Yeah,
I am.
Your greatest of all times, James. You mentioned The Last of Us. We're over that.
Yeah. Like I said, Uncharted as well. I just like anything with an epic story to it.
Yeah.
So.
Portal 2.
So.
Oh my god! And he hasn't played Red Dead 2.
I know, yeah, exactly.
That's really long
So
now,
yeah,
isn't it?
have you?
Yeah, it
Have
is
you ever
long.
played Portal 2?
Not that long. It's only like
Portal 2?
17 hours.
I did play some of Portal 2, again, not for long. I played so many things, but not for long.
Jesus.
I've virtually completed nothing until quite recently. Quite recently, I've tried to get into finishing stuff. I'm trying to finish like 2 or 3 games a month.
Don't
It's
worry.
vastly
Don't worry.
overrated.
Stu
James
is
really is a half an hour man, isn't he?
Stu is a guy
Twice.
who's giving you shit for not finishing games, where Stu's mantra is not finishing games.
I
And then he
didn't
goes,
finish
but I've
a
finished
fair
this, I've
amount,
finished
though.
that. It's
I
bollocks.
finished a
Because he
fair
never
amount.
mentions the games that he doesn't finish. He just talks about the ones that he
I
finishes.
don't, but I do finish a fair amount as well.
Right, what was
To
the
be
last...
fair.
What games haven't you finished this year? There's fucking loads of them.
Oh, there's a few. I don't know. Just me. Let me have a look. I'd
There's
have to have a
loads.
look.
Dan, you haven't said
Oh,
anything for a while. Are you okay? Have you just realised that
Hey,
you're
what
dad?
about Deadly Premonition, James? You played that game?
No,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
read of it.
God, don't go near it.
No.
Deadly
garbage.
Premonition,
No.
man. That's now you're talking.
No, don't go near it.
I'm making a list.
Right, let me have a look. Live.
Do not put that game on your
I
list.
finished Silent Hill 2
Also
this
not
year,
Heavy
by the
Rain.
way.
No, what you've
Silent
not
Hill 2.
finished. What you've not finished.
What have I not finished? Alien Isolation.
Didn't
I'm
finish
nearly
that.
finished. I'm not. I thought it was nearly finished, and I realised I had another 10 hours to go. I'm like, can I be doing this for another 10 hours?
Gloomhaven,
sure.
Stu. You haven't finished that yet.
Gloomhaven, the
Yeah.
board game.
No, I haven't finished
You're a very
Gloomhaven.
long way
no.
off finishing that.
We're a long way off finishing that game. RoboCop Rogue City. I
See?
played quite a lot of that, but
Yeah.
didn't finish it. What the hell else?
Nightmare.
have I- Oh, Fear. I started Fear again, didn't I? I played like quite a lot of Fear. Way
Oh, that was
further
an
than
order
I've
on the
ever
Steam
got.
Deck. To go back to your early question, I wanted to play that on the Steam Deck, and it just fucking ran like shit.
Hmm.
Again, because of the compatibility layer of things.
I played that on Steam Deck without
Great.
any issues.
Great.
Yeah.
It worked for you.
I was playing Fear on. I've been playing Fear on Steam
No,
Deck.
it works.
No,
I have the
problem.
fanciest one
Antonio, it
possible as well,
works.
so don't say it's like my tech.
No.
I have the 1 terabyte OLED fucking fancy one.
No.
Yeah, 'cause
Sometimes
here
when
I've
it works,
got- yeah.
it's beautiful. But
Antonio.
No, Antonio, it's
I've
your
played
thing.
it, no problems. It's your thing, Antonio.
It's your
Did you
thing,
get
Antonio.
Did you get a
It's
broken
your
Steam
thing.
Deck?
Yeah.
I did
Wait,
actually
are we
have to
doing
return it.
this?
My
Is
first
that what
one
we're
did
doing?
come annoyed. My first
Stu,
one did
I
come
can
with a
hear
massive
sound
Dreamcast.
effects. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your thing.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Dead Rising.
Setting up a
I
parallel.
started that again. The deluxe edition.
Yeah,
I
you
actually
didn't
paid
finish
full
that.
price for that.
Didn't finish that.
But I must have been.
See this, James? See
Well,
this,
then,
James?
you know.
He doesn't finish stuff. He doesn't finish stuff.
Yeah, I was
What?
no
No shame.
finishing that.
No
I
shame
finally
here.
got around to
I've-
finishing. I
I've
finished
got-
Silent Hill 2 last month, finally, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it's a long game, that isn't it? Bloody hell, it
Yeah.
goes on.
What did you think of the ending? It was a little bit underwhelming
Well,
for
it
me.
depends which one you got. Which did you get?
I had the bang average one.
Yeah, the sort of leaving with the little girl at the end, ending, and she tells him stuff on the deathbed and all that jive. Yeah, you've got to do some very specific. When I looked it up, you've got to do some very specific stuff to get the alternate endings.
You get
shove laundry powder up your bum.
Yeah,
Everyone
you do.
does that. You get 5 bonus ones though, don't you? If you complete it once, so you get one where a dog's playing a computer and all sorts.
Mm.
There's
I
8 endings
didn't
in total.
know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know
The
that.
dog ending's synonymous, man. Is in every Silent Hill. From 2
Oh,
on.
is it? You know what?
Yeah.
I think that rings a bell, actually. That rings a bell. That
Mm.
there's
And
like a
Alien one as
consistent-
well, isn't there?
Yeah. The alien one as well, and everyone from 2.
Yeah, it's good.
That's on my pile of shame. I got that day one Silent Hill 2 remake, but I've played Silent
Yeah,
Hill 2
don't try
about
and
6
play that
times,
on your
so-
Steam Deck if you want to play something
I
that doesn't run.
Like,
Well, it runs on good Steam Decks.
It runs, but not very well.
as I've delved deeper into like the Steam Decks and how people get shit to run, I can't believe you're a graphics hound and then play modern games on the Steam Deck like that. Like, I don't get the clarity.
Oh,
Like,
he's
I don't
got
get
it.
that.
It's
crazy to me.
I'll be honest with you, it's just easy.
I
It's
that I
just
fully
easy to
respect.
sit on
I
it, to
fully
slouch
respect
on
that.
the couch, and just play on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, I fully respect that. I
so-
did that before coming on here. I can respect that fully.
Yeah, so now I've bought a full-on gaming laptop. You know what I mean?
For your
That's now rigged
DJing.
up
For
to my
your
monitor.
DJing.
It is a
Can't hear
lot for
sound
DJing,
effects.
to be fair. To be fair, it's a lot
Yeah.
more for DJing.
How is it with sound effects then, Stu?
I don't
Bench
know. I
job.
don't know why it's not working. It's just not working. Yeah, play one, Duke. Maybe it's working now. Go on, play a sound effect.
It
What
is
are you going to
working.
play?
I
Okay,
can't
I'll
hear
play
him,
a
man.
sound clip. You ready? Here we
Yeah, on,
go.
mate. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You hear that?
No, not a sausage.
Can't say that about
Ah.
Stu.
I've got a colleague at work who he missed out on a chunk of a window of games similar to you, James, like that kind of era, the 2010s. And I've gone like, oh, this is perfect. I'm just gonna make you a list. And what I've done is I've filtered the crap for you. I am a Brita filter of video games for you,
Yeah.
right? And you are just playing quality. And I have to pick him up quite a lot because he's like,
Quality.
I'm getting him to play. Like I made him play The Last of Us 1 and 2. He'd never played those games,
Mm.
and he said to me, he's like, those games are the best games I've ever played. I was like, I know. This is why you should listen to me. So yeah, and I've
And now you should give him Deadly Premonition. This is in that same
Deadly
league.
Premonition.
no. I wouldn't. Do
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I'd break
it
the
is.
trust. But like,
Amazing.
what he does, he's like, oh yeah, I'll that's a good list. All right, I'll stick to that list. And then he added something onto the list. I was like, what's this? What's this on the list? And he put Suicide Squad on there. I went,
What? Oh God!
take that fucking.
Who told you to put
game
that on there?
Yeah.
off
Fucking
that
hell.
list? And I said, you can't mess with this list. Like, what
Yeah,
are
really.
you doing?
This is a curated list, friend.
So if you want, James, I've got you on Discord now. I'm going to get that list. Right, I'm going to send it
If you
out
can make a list of
Give it
games
a
that are less
list.
than 10 hours, that'd be great, please.
I could do that. probably.
Oh.
Yeah, I could do that.
I can't do 30 plus hours anymore.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
too old.
I'm,
I've
You
got
just
enough
did
time
Silent
left.
Hill 2. That's at least 20.
I've looked at
Yeah.
I've looked at how long I've been
Play the
playing.
original then. That's 6 hours long. Play the original.
I've been playing Avowed for like
Woo!
must be like 60 hours now. I've been playing
Yeah, I
that
can
game.
do that.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly.
Nope.
No, I got time for that.
And you're skipping audio. Imagine
I'm
if you
skipping
listened
audio,
to
yeah.
that
How old's
shit.
your,
As soon as they
How
start
old's your
talking
son,
about
by
the
the way,
fucking
James?
tree and all, go on. Sorry,
The
Stu. what were you
bear
saying?
walks
just
with the
asking,
deer
how
near
old-
the turtle.
How old's your son, James?
Oh, he's 10. Be 11 in May, so yeah, coming up
Oh,
to 11.
okay.
He's
Happy
still
birthday,
he's still a little
James,
lad.
our son.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Oh.
I was. I was going to suggest a way out, but you could play. Have you played It Takes Two?
Yeah, we love that together. We're still waiting to get Split Fiction when I can afford it.
Yeah.
So
I'm
wait for
assuming
that.
you didn't play A Way Out with him though, because that's probably
not,
a little
no.
bit too.
Left
too
4
old
Dead.
for
grown
it.
up.
Left 4 Dead.
You can take a lot off on that, so why not?
Left 4 Dead. I
Left
love
4
it.
Dead, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to get Split Fiction for his birthday, hopefully. So we
Split
can play it
Fiction's
together.
great.
Yeah.
It is really
Is
great.
he fully into it, James? Is he like, oh, I am, Dad, I am a bloody gamer. Puts out the PlayStation on now.
Yeah, with his Xbox, it's still into all the Roblox games though. I mean,
Oh,
back in the
God.
day on the Spectrum, it took 10 minutes to load, and in 10 minutes now he plays 3 different Roblox games, gets bored, and then moves on to the next one. So
My little
Oh,
That's because it's like the TikTok of games, man. Just
Yeah.
new
It
things,
is, it
difference.
is.
Come on,
Yeah,
move it. Come on.
Well, I watched my nephew play Roblox. It was a while ago. It would have been about 2-3 years ago, and I was like, I can't relate to this. Like, I
See,
feel
this
like
is the
the old
thing, man.
Oh,
Kids
I'm
can't
gonna
like
sound a bit
focus on the
noncy here,
movie.
but
They're
I
not
like
looking at news
Roblox.
stories. They're not
You like
looking at
Roblox, Ben?
TV shows.
Yeah, we all you know when Squid Games came out, there was a sick
yeah.
Roblox,
I
like,
watched Leo play
version of it,
that
and
version.
like
Yeah.
all of us jumped on it and was like, I actually was like, dude, this is actually a good game.
No,
like,
no.
for
What I
free.
will say about the people that make the Roblox, like, you know, what do you call them? Servers, games, rooms?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know.
I don't know.
They're really well made because they're made by developers like there's one of them was made by
Rockstar.
Like he worked on the original Spider-Man 2, you know, like the original that everybody loved.
Oh, what a game.
And his life now is just making Roblox mods. Like that's all he does.
Interesting.
Because it's a really good living apparently. Like, you know, he's working from home. He just makes a little creative thing. No one gives him any shit. He's not hounded by this. He doesn't have to do press releases. He just makes it, and it makes a ton of money.
Does he make? How does he make money?
People, I don't know. People buy shit, do they?
Buy,
Ben,
like
what-
skins and stuff.
skins,
I don't-
that's it. Yeah, skins and all that sort of.
Well, there's a currency called Robux in the game. That's how they make their money.
Yeah.
So I
yeah,
don't know if you have to pay for these user created levels. I don't know. I actually
I
want
don't
to play
think you
it to,
do
look
because
into
like
it. I don't think you do though.
No,
that's the
because
thing,
Leo
yeah.
just had like 17 of them, and he just played loads of them. But like, you can see the fun in it. Like, you know, if you've got
Oh,
no
sure.
taste, like most children don't, like you can see.
How
like,
about it, Antonio? You gonna let him talk about your kid like that? Does your child have taste?
I don't fucking know. The only thing you can taste right now is breast milk. I don't blame man.
Dan, you know, stick up for your baby, having taste, good
no, but
taste
like,
in
no,
games.
but like, I'm picking on like kids like what James.
You like
like,
Torn?
10-year-old kids. You know that their quality level isn't the same. Like
Yeah,
you know,
Mhm.
like, they're just like, this game's fun. I can jump around. You know that
Yeah,
tick.
of course.
Tick. I
Man,
can
we
jump
all
around.
played jank games that were absolutely
Ah.
addictive, don't we, Daniel? For 15 years.
Yeah, some people, some weirdos have some odd taste.
Don't worry,
Xbox
I've
games
I've
are
actually conquered my crack addiction of League. I've not played for 3 months.
Yeah.
Last
Oh,
time I
well
was
done.
on, I was shaking it. I was in withdrawal symptoms. but
Congratulations. Yeah.
Gone over it now.
Yeah, one of my work colleagues is a big league guy. He gets the you know the tournaments, the World Championships or what.
Yeah,
he
I
gets
went
that
to
up.
the final last year.
Yeah.
In London, and like that was the moment. Though I was like, okay, you know what it was? Just smelling that room. I thought, I'm out.
Someone had something up their butt.
It's like the EGX smell, Stu, wasn't it? Remember
EGX,
that?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, Dan,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
candles
God.
were needed there, Antonio.
The EGX smell and
Oh.
always alcohol, loads of alcohol gel before COVID.
Oh, like it was just a
Didn't we?
mix
Yeah,
of
we
like
used to take alcohol gel with us, didn't we?
it was a mix of brand new printed banners and
Yeah, it
BO.
was.
Do you know what I mean? It was
Oh,
just like this
God.
mix of like brand new vinyl and stench.
Just think by day
Mhm.
Yeah.
4, by the time we got to the Sunday,
Oh,
there was some people there. I saw some people there doing cosplay, and bless them, I know they spend a lot of time and effort on their cosplays, but there were people that I saw wearing the same cosplay from Thursday all the way through till Sunday.
the sweat.
That's a lot of time wearing cosplay
Stinking.
outfits.
Do you remember when the year there was a year where there's a game called Fat Princess that came out for the
Mate,
PS3.
Oh yeah,
What a
PS3
game,
game, yeah,
PS3.
PS3 game, yeah.
and
Oh.
I remember it was the year that we was like with it was Bongo actually, and this woman dressed up as Princess Peach, and he was like, "Oh, I love." He thought it was Fat
Oh
Princess,
no!
and he wasn't joking. He was like,
Yeah,
it's like, "Fat
got it
Princess."
wrong.
Got it wrong. Yeah, so that didn't go down well. But
Was he not going around doing that on purpose, like saying to Star Wars people, "I love Star"?
no,
Trek,"
that was
or-
me. I did that.
That
I
you?
did that.
That was
Yeah,
you,
I did
wasn't
that.
it?
I
Yeah.
used to go around and
Yeah.
like somebody had this wicked like Predator outfit, and they spent lots of money and hours on it, and I'd be like, oh mate, I bloody love Star Trek. It's great. It's
Dude,
so
Terminator,
stupid.
man.
So stupid. Like,
My son's completed the Star Wars games, though, to be fair to him, so he does play some proper stuff.
so which one? So the which Star Wars game?
And the Jedi Fallen Order and
Oh
all
yeah,
those ones.
the good ones. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
They're good. Yeah. Well, fair
And
play. All
And he
right.
did Hogwarts Legacy, finish that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that game.
So he's
So good.
you're training him right though, James.
Yeah,
it seems
he's
like
doing
he's playing good stuff.
And then he spends the rest of his time playing the game called Doors on Roblox, which is
No, well,
where
you
you
know,
open doors and run through them. It's like a horror game. It's quite cute.
I think I've seen it actually. I think my nephew plays that one. Yeah, but you know.
So it's the social aspect. It's the social aspect as well.
It is definitely.
There
So
is that, yeah.
just out of interest, is he a Harry Potter fan? Is that why I wanted to
He
play
enjoyed all the
Hogwarts?
films, enjoyed all the books, so yeah, he got it for Christmas from
Yeah.
a relative. So yeah, he enjoyed it.
It's a great game. Have you played it?
No, I watched him play it for a few hours and then moved on. I thought I won't watch him too much because I want to play it myself one day.
Okay.
But again, it's on my list of 80, so I'll probably never get
I'm
around
in
to it.
this. See. Look, here we got.
See,
we
I
got,
finished that game, by the way.
we got an
finished it.
interesting mix.
Yeah,
here.
you
So-
finished that, Chinny.
Yeah,
I
great.
didn't finish that.
We've got an
Yeah, I
interesting
did.
mix here. We've got Stu and James. You've got well, Stu, your child's like a full-grown adult now, but James, you got a 10-year-old.
Yeah, she is.
You got me, Dan, and Antonio here, right, with little babies, right. I don't know how I feel about showing little Rosa video games. I'm
It's
not
genuinely
sure.
something I've conversated with my
I
partner
just-
about that. Yeah.
Because Tara's like, oh,
Genuinely.
would you like maybe she'd play this, and I'm like, I don't know if I don't know if I would. I don't know. It's weird.
I think I will, because some of my best memories of my father is playing on the GameCube together.
Yeah, maybe.
So I kind of do want to create, if they're interested in
Yeah.
that, I want to create memories playing those games together.
I
I think-
fully tried to get Millie into
Yeah,
video
you were
games.
like full on
I
trying.
fully tried, but she were having no. I mean, she played
You
some stuff.
you injected it into her
I did,
eyes, like
I
it
did.
was like
It didn't
Clockwork
work.
Orange. You were
It
like,
just didn't
Orange,
work.
man. Yeah,
you made her
Apart
watch
from-
Deadly
apart from Super
Premonition on loop.
Hexagon. That was the only thing she ever
Yeah,
really.
Hexagon,
And
yeah.
Mutant Muds.
Yeah.
Mutant Muds. She played all of that on
Yeah.
the iPad.
Yeah,
She absolutely loved that game. But other than that, she's very difficult to persuade
I don't know.
to play video games.
I don't know. It's like this thing is like, oh, do I want her to be into things that I'm into? Do you know what I mean? Like, should I burden her with that stuff? Like, because
Burden her.
you know, like, because I'm into snooker and video games, and they're both awful. Like, they're just like.
She's gonna be really into American billiards. Like, fuck your
Oh my
snooker,
God.
dad.
If she's into
Yeah.
pool, I'm just gonna chuck her out the window. Like, no way. Like, Dad, I want to play pool.
That's
No,
too funny.
no, I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't mind.
Over my dead body.
Um,
She's like sneaking in billiard
So-
balls into the house. What is that?
Is
Show
that-
me your bag.
Is that a pool ball?
Are you doing drugs? Yes. No, you're not.
You
Those are
better
pool
be.
balls. What do you have in your anus?
So James, how do
Sorry,
you feel?
I shouldn't talk about your
do-
kid's
do,
anus.
Do you feel about like introducing games to your son? Is it a good thing? You think?
Yeah, so at the time we had decided we weren't going to, and
Yeah.
then lockdown came and you couldn't leave the house or do anything
Yeah.
at all.
You're like, oh my God.
But we thought, why not?
And since so he would have been 5 then. Like
Yeah.
so he was he locked in from then? He was like, oh my God, Dad, why have you held this out from me?
Yeah, he's been saying those words, but yeah,
You've
pretty
been
much.
keeping from me.
Yeah.
The addiction does start quite quickly when you get into it, and then it's
Yeah, I
like,
imagine it does, because I can't speak for everyone, but I know we've talked about it. Duke and Stu, look, we've definitely been addicted to video games generally at some point in our life. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
At
Yeah,
some point
definitely
in
as
my
well.
life, I think for me it was around 21 when I started doing this show, like 21 to 25. I was like addicted to video games. That's all I wanted to do. So like, yeah, it's a dangerous thing. But I suppose everything you can be addicted to anything, can't you? You can be addicted to
it's quite handy though, because then if he does something bad, you can take the video game away, so it's an actual good punishment.
That's
then.
true.
Yeah. So if you feed the addiction, you can then remove the addiction of the punishments. That's
Yeah,
great.
then he's just shaking.
Then they go cold turkey.
Yeah.
They might even read a book. Oof.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't be silly.
That's all you need is another nerd in the world.
I've never done that.
Nerd.
I've never been that desperate.
How desperate could you be?
Right. Well, I don't know. Any other talking points, Stu?
Sorry, what? Say?
Any
What?
other talking points?
I don't think so. We have got a lot of emails, but I think we might have to save those till next week.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I ain't
three
here
of them
next
are
week, and neither
quizzes.
is Chinny, is he?
Oh,
What?
what? Am I
I'm not here
what?
next week.
What?
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 Hey?
Didn't you say Tara has a thing, or is that tomorrow? Tara has a
tomorrow.
thing.
No,
I'm not
that's
here next
tomorrow
week.
night.
Okay. I'm not
Oh.
here next week. FYI.
Right. Ben, are you here?
Oh,
Or
by the way,
Antonio, are you
Duke's
here?
not
or...
here next week. Yeah,
James?
who wants to fill in for Duke next
Yeah.
week?
Just do it on
We'll
the
make a
show.
lottery. We'll make a lottery.
Well, I think Antonio, you've got a good
We'll
excuse.
flip a coin, and the loser has to do it.
Antonio's got a
That's right.
baby.
So what?
Antonio's got a baby.
I mean,
Excuses.
Nothing. I have one
Baby.
right now. I'm still here. That hasn't changed anything.
Oh,
Baby.
yeah.
That is true.
What
It's
the
up to you. Who wants to? Anyone want to
we'll
fill
work
in
it
next
out.
week?
We'll work it out off
We'll
the show.
figure it
We'll
out.
work it
figure
out.
something out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone for coming on.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
us.
people.
Yeah, thank
Duke,
you. Yeah.
Congratulations.
We're
Yeah,
just
well
gonna see
done.
how
Yeah.
long. We're just gonna see how long we just keep talking for. Should we just go till
could.
midnight?
I know
Could've
it's
committed
been a
murder
good
and been
chat.
out
I must
by
admit,
now.
I enjoyed tonight.
Yeah, it is fun.
Just chitter chatting. You can't beat a good chitter chat, can
No, it's
you?
good. Well, we thank our loyal listeners, like
Yeah,
who've
yeah.
been listening
Yeah.
for years. Not just the ones on the call, but I know Dan and Antonio. Ben, how long have you been listening? I don't remember.
When the iPhone 4 came out, the iPhone 4S, whenever
Oh,
that came out.
when
that was
did
the
that
first-
come out?
2012? Is that 2012?
Yep.
Oh my
God, is
Sounds
it
right
as
to
long
me.
as that? I didn't realise.
2012 or
I didn't think
2013.
you'd been listening that
Holy
long.
cow! No, I didn't.
Yeah, I just lurked in the shadows for years.
Yeah.
and
13
then-
We get a
years.
lot of that.
2010, according to the internet.
Ja-
I
Ja-
think
2010.
the,
Oh,
per-
thank
the,
you.
the people we really want to thank is Saudi Arabia for all
Oh.
that money. Thank you
Yeah,
so
oh
much
yeah,
for
no
supporting us.
You'll
during
find
all
this.
of
I don't know how you've been finding it, James, but you'll find this where like you get listeners that write in and they're really active. You know what I mean? They listen and they email in and they get involved and you know them and all of a sudden like you meet them and you know all this sort of stuff. And then you get loads of listeners, loads.
I've always
That-
wondered who our two listeners were, and tonight I found out it was
You
you
found
and
it, yeah,
Fraser.
they're on
so-
this call.
Yeah.
But like you get loads of listeners that you just like. Oh, I've been listening. They email in once. Right, I remember we had
Yeah.
an email recently from somebody. I can't remember his name, and he said, "I've been listening to this podcast for like 15 years. I've never emailed you, but Stu said something that was like wrong or whatever. I don't know what he said.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
And
That's
then
incorrect,
and then he
mate.
said at the end of the email, he said, "I'm never going to write it again." But like he just says like I'm just not into email in the show, but I had to. So you just get
Yeah,
loads of listeners.
sort it out.
You get loads of listeners that just listen, and they just never get involved. And then I think about how many podcasts I listen to. I never email them. I can't be bothered. So like, yeah, it's funny. It's a weird thing. But how are
It
you
is a
finding
weird
the
thing.
whole podcasting thing anyway, James? Are you?
I've quite enjoyed it, really. I never thought I would, but it's made me get more interested in gaming again because I never used to care about what games were coming or what was out or what was popular.
Yeah.
But now, for the podcast, you feel you have to look forward and
Yeah,
watch
sort
all the
of,
preview shows and all that kind of
It
jazz. So it's quite
educates you
fun.
a bit, doesn't it? It's sort of like you sort of you get
It's got
into
the excitement back into it a little bit.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad.
And also, it's a good chance to catch up with a friend as well, which you never really did before.
That's true. My best friend, I never see him. I never ever see him or speak to him. Like it's very rare. So it's good that you've got something set up where you can just
And-
regularly speak to your mate.
And it's been quite fun posting short videos on TikTok because people at work say, "Oh, I saw you on TikTok,"
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
creepy
Yeah,
and
you
fun
did.
in equal measure.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever get used to it. To be fair, like I remember somebody said to me. I think it was Chris MJW. He says I think I listen to you more than I listen to my wife. And he's like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
all this sort of stuff. And
The weirdest thing I think you find is when you do have a meetup or you go to EGX or Eurogamer and somebody will come up to you because obviously, you know, you've said you're going to be there and then, you know, people come up and you've never met them in your life and they come up and they're like, all right, Stu, how's it going? Like, you know, like your best mates and you've known them for years and you're like, I have no idea who you are.
There's also as well like
Who are
people
you?
people know who we are, but then people know like who the like Antonio. They go, oh, you're Antonio. Do you know what I mean? Like you'll pass it
Yeah,
on to
yeah.
them. So it's like, yeah, it's sort of weird, but yeah. No, we thank everybody for listening. I don't know. There must be somebody who's listened to almost every episode.
Oh, Dan.
Well, yeah,
pretty
Veteran Games, I
much.
suppose. Like, yeah, like because
So Dan's listened from
we've
the
done
old
more
first,
than
second,
800, haven't we?
035s.
Technically, we've done more than 800.
Yeah,
haven't we?
yeah. I can tell you. Hold on.
We've done
I
like
can
about
tell you.
880 technically.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
Just hold up.
it's ridiculous.
It is. We have done.
Well, it's an just to fill time. It's an interesting thing with the parasocial relationship thing. So for an old role of mine, it was a presenting role and a video producing role. So people knew my voice, people knew my face. And when I went to Texas for an event for a day, I wanted to eat something healthy because I'd been in the US for about 7 days at that point. I wanted a piece of broccoli or something healthy. So I've tracked down this Outback Shack restaurant, and the guy recognized my voice because I did you do PC game. I said, yeah, I do some voices. And yeah, he asked the questions, and I experienced that firsthand. Yeah, the parasocial thing of you know me, I know nothing about you.
Weird. It's a weird.
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
It's a small world.
It's an interesting thing.
Stu, you got it.
Yeah, I can't no.
It's about. I
because-
think it's about 80 plus. Like whatever we're
Yeah,
on, it's
it's a
plus 80
lot.
or something like that.
We did interviews as well, didn't you? That would add up as well.
Yeah, we used to.
Yeah,
do
we did interviews. We used to do sketches.
We used to give a
We
shit.
did all.
We used to
We did all
Crank phone
sorts of
calls.
Yeah.
crazy- Prank phone calls.
I mean, let's keep that.
Cranky Duke.
Indie game reviews.
Indie game.
Indie games.
Service numbers.
Yeah, but that just evolved to the Game Pass thing. Yeah, Play My Game Bitch. It evolves. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. We do.
Yeah, it did.
I do enjoy
It
the Play
did.
My Game bitch, but it's hard to keep up with. But I do enjoy it because it makes you play something. We all play something at the same time. I think that's why I started it, wasn't it? Because we
Yeah.
always play different games, and I think the Play My Game bitch forces us to play it. all
Mm.
Like
something
last
together.
week, you put so many hours into it.
Oh man, the joke there is I made the character and didn't do anything else. Well, I tell you what, I
Yeah,
made
you
a
didn't
proper
do
ugly
anything else.
character though. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But I played plenty of this one's or next week's. I've played loads of them. Well, but
All right. Not me. I haven't touched it.
So, yeah, thank you everybody listening.
Yeah, thank
right,
you.
Yeah,
right.
thanks everybody.
So, final words then. Antonio, do you want to say some final words?
No, move on.
Excellent. Ben.
Thank you and goodbye.
Okay, love it. James.
I heard that, by the way.
I'm going to have to advertise, aren't I? So please do come to the
Yeah.
18 Games podcast. It's only monthly and it's only an hour, so it won't take much of your time. So
Yeah,
please
it's not
do
like this
pop by.
That's actually
Yeah.
a very good selling point. That
Thank
is a
you.
very good selling point.
And thanks for having us, and congrats on the 800. Top
Thank
job.
you.
Oh,
Now,
By the way, I found out how many we've done. Do you want to know?
see, I knew he wasn't listening. Yeah, go
No.
on.
Yeah, I'm checking this
Yeah,
shit
we don't
out.
care now.
He can't. His headphones don't even transmit.
We have done 872
Ah, there you go.
episodes
So it's
altogether.
So it's plus
Wonderful.
72.
872.
Yeah, it's by the way, James's podcast is very good, so I do recommend if you're looking for another podcast. That's better
Yeah.
than this
Also,
one.
the AC and Lambert and AC show. They just stopped doing it, but there's like 170 episodes. Go
I
listen
don't
to
care
it,
about
they're
that show
funny.
because that's not. I don't know those people.
It's
so,
funny.
Yeah.
So fuck
No,
you.
I know James now, so that's fine.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, I know
and
Amber Ruffin.
Fletch, last words.
Yes, giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than people. You're welcome.
Oh, I got 35 energy.
Did you
torn.
Google that as I was asking people?
I needed something to say. That's what I went with.
I remember the first time I met you, Dan. Right, I was annoyed by how much younger you are than me,
And I'm still hanging in there just about.
and I'm
Now
like,
you look like shit.
now I'm like, actually, in comparison, like you're not that much younger than me now. I'm like,
No, I
Like-
mean, how old were you? I was 18 when I met you. That was EGX 2012. How old were you?
in 2012, I would have been. Oh my god.
Oh no, when I wasn't 18, I was 21. Yeah.
Yeah, you're 21.
Yeah, I was 21 at that
2012.
point.
How old was I? Oh, I don't know. 27.
27. 6
No.
years between.
Was I? Yeah. Yeah.
You still working for the
26.
paper?
Yeah. 26, 27. No, not 2012. I would have been at uni. Yeah. God,
I
roughly.
remember times. Oh yeah. There's not that much. There's not that much there.
Nah,
When
yeah.
the
I-
age that we're at now.
I remember getting really depressed.
We
Going,
were
God,
dating.
God,
we'll say that.
he's so young. But like now, it's just not even a thing. Oh well. There you are. You had red hair then as well, Dan.
Yeah, I remember that. That was
That was a
that was
phase.
me trying to have a personality. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of looking up giraffe facts.
Well, you got a kid now, so that's the talking point.
Yeah, that's
the
now
talking
my
point.
personality.
That's all people talk to you about now as well. How's the baby? How's the baby?
How's it doing?
How's
How's
it?
it?
How's
How is Babby made?
How's
Yeah.
the baby?
Formed. How is Babby formed?
Yeah. 2 arms,
it-
2 legs.
Is it an easy baby? They're always ask as well. Does it sleep through the
Is
night?
she sleeping? No.
You're
Actually,
regular.
she's
He is. I'm not.
She hasn't slept once since she's been born. It's really weird. Like, I don't, is that
What?
is she broke? Like, do I need to take her back? Like,
Maybe.
yeah, maybe. Right then. Well, that is episode 800, Stuart.
I think that's it. I think we're wrapped. Kind of.
Thanks
I
for
mean, I
listening,
personally
everybody.
want to thank everybody who's come on tonight and contributed.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you
we're doing
everyone who has
shout-outs.
emailed in.
Mhm.
It's
I
time
do-
for a shout out.
I
Hey!
thought we were kind of doing that.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're kind of doing it. Yeah, I want to
least you
promise
heard it.
to everyone that we will read emails and quizzes and stuff that you have sent in, but
Yeah.
obviously it's a bit of a weird show tonight, so we
Yeah,
will,
yeah.
but we will get to those, I promise.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
we should start the show next week with the emails. Maybe. But
Yeah, we could do that.
do that. Just
We
get
could do that.
You figure out a way to do speak pipes without me around.
I can do 'em.
I know, yeah, I know. That'd be
Okay.
fun.
Well, will Stu hear them?
That's a mystery
Yeah,
yet
well,
to be
maybe.
solved.
Don't know. That's a mystery.
Who
Don't know
knows?
why.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can figure that out in the meantime.
We won't.
Well, we can we? Because we'll have to test it with Duke, so I'll have to wait till we might need to follow when Duke's back, start a bit earlier and have a go and see if we can figure it out. There's something wrong somewhere.
Somewhere. All right.
Somewhere. But the good news is they never cut off once tonight, by
So
the way.
we just got a different problem now.
We've just got another issue.
Just got a different
It's
problem.
never going to be smooth sailing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Duke, you got-
so I didn't lose any audio.
You got any shame?
Yeah, I'll shout out Amar. He never came back, huh?
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
up,
it's a
Amar? We
shame.
love you.
He kind of
Hope everything's all
lurked.
right.
He was,
But,
in,
you
he was in
know,
the Zoom call, but he just sort of
Thanks
like,
for coming along.
Shout out Antonio and Dan. Congratulations on your babies.
Let's
Shout out
celebrate some Rocket League.
Duchess
Let's
because
celebrate.
she's yeah, that's right. And shout out to Dan for turning me on to Torn.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
man.
God, is this going to be
Yeah.
a
$1 million.
session?
Oh, boy.
That's right. I got $1 million. I don't have to live in a shack anymore. I don't want to buy the fanciest house right away because I don't know what I'm going to need that money for. But I
Right.
moved into an apartment, so there's that. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Thanks.
Enjoy.
And thank you everybody for coming on. James, Ben, Antonio, everybody. We love seeing you guys and everybody listening. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being part of our community. We're very fortunate to get to do this every week. Have people listening, contacting us regularly, just like, hey, I love the show. Like, thanks. It means a lot that y'all tune into this weird assemblage of gibberish that we publish every week.
Amen.
Amen to
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I think that's,
That's
the show.
it.
Thank you, good much, love.
All right, show's over. No refunds. You heard the robot. Get out.
This is the end music.
He's in the outro shit.
Listening to Why Don't You? Someone's playing an acoustic
Can't hear
guitar.
it, Stu. It's playing.
Switch that television set, don't do something less boring instead. And I'm going to play a whole bunch of other things over this.
Oh, it's on. No, it's on.
It isn't on. Nothing's on.
I don't know, Duke. I kind of liked it.
Do not give these guys things that make sounds. No props that make noises. They cannot stop using them.
In
Yeah, I can't.
In 17 years, James, this is what your podcast is going to sound like.
No
We
way.
started off so professional.
Only if you
Just
bring
to
an
let you
American
know.
in,
Yeah.
you can
Just
avoid
so I know,
this.
I've realised it's just music because all the other sound clips I
Ah,
heard,
clapping.
yeah, weirdly clapping as well. But all the talking ones were clear as a bell.
Yeah, but which is
So
why
music
I
isn't-
that sound that setting where it says suitable for musicians. If you switch that on, that usually stops all that because
Yeah, it's
Zoom
weird, isn't it?
naturally gets.
So
rid
what
of-
do they think? Clapping is music?
It's, no, it's
That's
sound,
too rhythmic.
It'll
It's-
sound
it's-
like a
it's
sound like a
sound
drum,
that-
won't it? I
anything that
guess.
isn't a vocal sound.
What about that?
Yeah.
Did that come through? That's musical.
No,
Stop
it's
trying to
very
push the
muted.
barriers, Duke. Like, just let.
Oh,
let-
that's all I do though. How long
I
have
know.
you known me, Chinny? Come
I
on.
know, but just have a day off.
This is me.
full of-
Barrier.
Just have a night off from.
You like
pushing-
that barrier?
Yeah. it
You
should
want
be-
me to start
Yeah,
now?
it's weird.
It should
Not
be-
pushing barriers
It
tonight?
should be that setting, Stu. It should be that because that's
No, it
what.
does.
It
It says
should be, Stu,
enables
come on.
enables in-meeting option that disables Zoom noise suppression,
Right,
removes
if that is it,
high-pass
I will leave.
filters.
Yeah, it is. Antonio, it's it.
What,
Thanks for
Antonio? This
coming
is just getting good.
Go, no, go.
Thanks,
We're just talking about
Antonio.
settings.
Have
No
some
worries.
sleep. Get
Everybody's
some rest.
free
Good luck
to
with
you.
the
You are
baby.
now free to go, everybody. If you want to, we're
Free
just
to
going to
go.
talk about
Well,
settings.
well, this is Riveting Tech Support. I might be able to help.
Yeah, it's Tech Support Simulator.
Yeah, damn right. Is that actually a thing?
All
I'd be
right.
surprised if not.
It's almost time for our dinner, so thanks everybody. Peace out. I'm gonna stop the recording,
No, everyone, and also congratulations, Dan.
and I'll
How
actually
funny.
send it this week.
How close it was.
Just
All right.
just before you go, Duke, I've just changed another setting. Just try again.
He's
try
gone.
again.
He's already gone.
He's gone. He's
Oh,
gone.
has he already gone? Flipping heck! I tell you what, doesn't give you any chance, does he? But yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
congrats,
fucking
Dan.
weird.
Thank you very much, Andy. Hope it all goes smoothly from here on out.
Yeah,
You
man.
text each other in the middle of the night when both babies
Well,
aren't
I'm
sleeping.
awake. Well,
being
I
like,
mean,
"For
I-
flip's
That's
sake."
great. I'll just text you. Say, do you want to play some Rocket League?
Oh, fair. Oh, actually, that's true. The time zone is good there.
Yeah, that's that for the past like 2 weeks. It's been my nighttime routine. We play for an hour and I go to bed.
Ah, smart, smart.
Yeah, man. I
Well,
go to bed slightly annoyed that we didn't win our last match.
you know, you win some, you lose some.
I'm in the phase now where my baby's starting to sleep. So like, but I'm still staying up like a dick. So gotta stop that.
Well, those are key minutes where you could be doing something else.
I know.
I
that's
think
the only
you've
time
got
I've
to
got
like
to play
poke her
video.
to keep her awake, you know, because she's kept you up all those nights.
Yeah.
It's like payback's here now. Come on.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just
But-
like the tism in me, but when he starts crying, and I'm like, right, I've got to go through the mental checklist of reasons why you might cry.
Yep, yep.
And then I'll go through them all, and he's still crying, and I'm thinking, but he shouldn't be crying.
It's not that
He-
many
he-
things. It's just
There's only 4. Like,
it's-
you know, he has things to
it's
he needs
just
to eat, he needs to shit, or he
feed,
needs to vent,
poo, nappy, yeah, all that sort of stuff. But somebody said
Uh,
this to me. Sometimes babies just cry.
They just cry.
They just cry. Like this afternoon, he was going for so long until we took him to my parents, and then all of a sudden, it's like my parents, like it's like my mum had
Yeah, change of
has the
environment.
magic ability. He just
Yeah.
goes boom, and then he sleeps, and then that was it for 2 hours. He
Oh
was
man,
asleep.
I remember
on the-
somebody warned
My
me
mum's a
about
pro.
this when Rosa was born. Somebody messaged me, a listener from this show was like, "You wait until they're so and so months old, and you're holding them." And he said 9 months actually. He said 9. Why you wait until they're 9 months old and you're holding them and they're just crying and there's no reason.
And you can't do anything.
And you can't do anything. And 9 months came and I was sort of like, it didn't happen. I was like, oh, I've got away with it. Like, it's fine. Right. And then it was like, she must have been about 14 or 15 months old. It was January this year. And I was holding her and it must have been, basically, I screenshotted every time I got up and got out of bed and went back down to bed. And basically, I did not sleep until 6:30 in the morning, and that baby did not sleep. There was no good reason for it. There was nothing.
Did any of you guys read to the baby while they were in the womb?
No,
Yeah,
not
I
really.
thought
We
they-
played
I've done
Cisco's
it.
thong song.
The Bible and the Quran.
I didn't do anything like that. No, didn't like that at all.
No,
we
it's something
read
else.
Hitler's Tool book.
There you go. Start 'em young, mate.
Yeah.
It's something my partner wanted to do, and it did feel like the weirdest thing with her just sort of like
Yeah.
reading to the belly. But I don't know if it has helped since he came about, because he sort of quietened down in the hospital when I was reading. I've been reading Thomas the Tank Engine.
There are
Brian
studies
Atkins,
where
Brian May.
they do know your voice through the womb. They can recognise voices through the womb. Apparently that's true. So I used to talk to the baby through the womb, but I
Yeah.
never read to the baby.
Well, that's probably the same thing, I suppose.
yeah.
Really, it's
But it's just
anything with them.
the noise, the tone of voice that apparently they can pick up on it. Like they can they think the babies, your two babies still think that
Still think they're in the womb.
they don't know they're a separate entity, so they
Mhm.
don't know like that they're not their mom. They just think like
Yeah.
So it's like really bizarre when you think about it, and they can't see or anything like that. So
Was it a safe delivery, Dan? Out of curiosity.
Not no, not
No,
at all. It
no.
it went very like everything was going to plan.
Yep.
For ages.
I'm gonna
and
stop
then it
streaming
didn't.
because we're still streaming. So I'm gonna stop
Yeah,
streaming.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's
Hi,
not
Ron.
like it's nothing like horrible.
No, I know,
like,
but like there's probably stuff.